It's a lot of places. Hey, everybody. Thank y'all for joining us. It's the Sunshine Shoulders and Moonshine Shoulders Happy Hour. I'm Calvin.
I'm John.
We just talk about everything Philippines, any updates, any current events. I see Daryl's on here, but hold on, guys. I almost forgot, John.
Hey, we need it.
Yeah, I
He
forgot.
got it back.
I got it back.
I see I Love Leechon on there. Brad Jones, Jacob Hyundai, Jason Flint.
It's the real nitty-gritty. Boots on the ground. It's the real nitty-gritty. Boots on the ground. It's the real nitty-gritty.
Good job about that. That'd be right.
Boots on the ground.
Well, guys, we have it back. My theme song. Thanks again to Anthony Edwards. He's out there in Seattle, Washington, originally from
What, the Bronx?
New York. Yeah, New York.
Harlem or something?
He's talented, man. Yeah. I see you on here, Jason Flint. Let's see, Beach of Life, Jacob Tanjay.
All the good guys.
Thanks
Dennis
for
Schneider.
the NTZ crew. We really appreciate it. The first thing I just want to say before we get started, the Philippines had 564 reported COVID cases yesterday. That's the lowest of the year, John.
I mean, that's good.
That's the lowest of the year. This place would be open right now, guys, if it wasn't for that
variant.
Omicron. Sounds like a sexually transmitted disease. She gave me the Omicron. But yeah, one more thing related to that. General Santos, which had one of the strictest lockdowns in the Philippines outside Manila, is open wide up now. The malls, the major business establishments for children, even for outside travelers, domestic travelers, they say, come on in. All you need is your vaccination card. And that General Santos, remember, is part of my Expat Alley.
And like Calvin said, I think on our last live stream, we have 2 vaccination cards here. We have the one that's just for San Carlos and one for travel in the Philippines, the way I understand it. I haven't got my second one yet.
Well, the Vax Cert is where you go online. See, I've got that. I think I showed it to you,
See,
John.
Calvin did his online. My neighbor did his online, never heard nothing back, so he went to City Hall. So that means I'll have to get my skinny jeans back out.
Yeah, let me see. Well, here it is. There it is, guys. If y'all can see that, let's hold it back. Well,
I can't see it.
I can't see that.
But what do you call those things where they read it off your phone?
It's
It
the
has one-
QR code.
Is that what
see?
it is, QR? Yeah.
See, all you have to do is go on there and put your information. This is the same as having the paper. And it makes it easier, when you go to the...
Yeah.
Hey, Stephen Gunn, y'all, he said, I made it.
We're glad to have you, Stephen. He's been with us a long time.
He said, beware the Omicron. It's Omicron. All right, in the newspaper today, because I thought it was Omicron, but in the newspaper today it had Omicron. It didn't have the N right there, so I don't know.
Well, with my hillbilly accent, it's hard to tell how I'd say
He
it.
says Omicron right here. Beach of Life on here. I see Jacob Tanjay. What's going on, brother? Yeah, Mark Richard.
He's a good guy.
I sent a message to your girlfriend on one of her videos, and because he told me his girlfriend was in Dumaguete.
I saw that.
And saw me, but she was too shy.
Well, I've seen her on here a couple times. If it's who I'm thinking.
Yeah,
Eminem
Journey or something.
Yeah, she should have said something.
Yeah, she should have said something, man. That would have been really nice. And I told her, I said, yo, your boyfriend said you saw me.
Yeah, she should
But
have said hi.
they're so bashful.
I got some things to do today, so I'm not going to get too bad. But I want to show you guys how we get Coca-Cola here in the Philippines. It's a glass bottle. The lids are actually hard to get off because since they reuse these, the ring doesn't stay on, so the whole thing has to come off. They're actually hard to get open. I got a little bit of Old Captain in here.
Not the young captain.
It's 5 years old. I guess to me that'd be young.
He sounds like the president of France, the Omicron.
Yeah, it does. That's good. I like that.
Nigerian warrior. He read my man, John, because I got it up here. He said, can't wait to get off the hamster wheel. Today, December the 3rd, is my 3rd anniversary of jumping off the hamster wheel. I actually left Chicago, coming to Hong Kong, December 3rd, 2018.
Happy anniversary.
Hey, thanks. I haven't looked back either, man. I'm not looking back, guys. I jumped off for good. What else you got on your list, John? Because I got a bunch of stuff on mine.
Well,
today.
good, because I don't have that much on mine. Now, this is, okay. Calvin was down in Dumagetti. What, you spent 3 days there?
Yeah.
Now, I was in Dumagetti, about 3 months ago? The foreigners down there, what was your experience with the foreigners there?
Well, everybody wants to be the special foreigner.
I know, I do.
They don't want to acknowledge you. You know, you should have saw some of the looks I got when I walked past some of them clubs. You know, I just was going to walk past, say, hey, how you doing? They won't even look at you.
I say, they wouldn't even make eye contact with me. And after about the 10th or 20th, I finally said, hey, how you doing? He looked at me, I'm so glad you talked to me. So I don't know what the deal is down there. I mean, that's just kind of weird.
I did meet a good guy from Australia in the immigration services, the JRC immigration service.
Mm-hmm.
He sat and talked to me and everything, but you're not going to get a whole lot. Unless you're in there, like I say, you go to the Why Not, have a few drinks and, you know, get in there with the good old boys, you'll be okay. But other than that, everybody I walk past, y'all saw some of the videos I made down there. They walk right by you. They won't say, hey, how you doing?
Don't look away.
Nothing.
It's weird. It's not like that in San Carlos, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Oh, he says Obama crying.
Obama crying. Jay. He's
Yeah,
funny. He's funny. Now, same champion on here. I haven't seen him yet.
Not yet. Oh, okay. Cal. Jay said Cal's my third year off the hamster wheel too.
Jeff
Wow.
back.
Okay.
Jeff back.
Here's Sam Champion right here.
Hey, Sam, how you doing? I would like to. Can I interrupt the show here for a minute?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, did you get something from Sam?
Well, this is from. This is not.
Endorsement. Oh wow, he gave me a Christmas. Is this a Christmas present?
Well,
Let's see what's in here.
Well, you want to do that first? Okay.
Go ahead, John. Oh wow.
Okay, this is from your U.S. viewers.
Wow.
Get it up
Imagine that. Wow, that's impressive, man. Oh man, you guys, I tell you what.
Isn't that good?
That's good, man. I feel like a champion today, John.
I don't
know why.
Hey, after you get your year's extension,
Wow.
now you get this. I mean, you're living good.
Here, hon. Take a look at this. Man, they can bring me to tears today.
Oh,
Imagine that I get this on my 3rd anniversary. It's no coincidence, guys.
Now, this here, I was asked to present this one on behalf of the Filipino people that you have helped. I tell you, I've had at least 10 people come up to me in the last year and recognize me and want to thank you. So
wow, I'm gonna have to. Sam Champion, today you're in my Hall of Fame. You're in my Hall of Fame, Sam. We can put it right there. Put one here and then one down here. Wow,
that's pretty good, huh?
This is impressive, man. I mean, really, Sam, you went overboard, brother. That's a fact.
I can't wait to meet him.
Yeah, this is some great. I mean, imagine the thought that goes into something like that.
And your viewers, I've told you this how many times, they are so good. They send songs, music that they wrote, plaques like this, a cartoon.
Buying boxes. I mean, it's really crazy. Thomas King said he's the one that showed Sammy the cucumber. I wouldn't. Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, Jeffrey, man. Sam Champion, he's thoughtful like that, though.
Oh, he's good.
Because, you know, people talked about the band boxes I get. Oh, they didn't send you nothing. They don't understand the time, the effort, the expense that goes into those boxes.
To me, just somebody even thinking about you.
That's what I'm saying.
That
the thought
me,
that goes into it. But hell, you can't please these people. Yeah. He says, nice gift. He said, congrats. Where's my buddy John Gomez? He's living in DR right now. Mr. Vega says he's been off since 2015.
Oh, good for him. 15, he's been off a long time.
Yeah, he's been off a long time, man. Econo's back.
Hey.
Now, Econo, Dan from Vagabond Awaits, you saw his show. He's in Nicaragua now. He sent me an email, and because Dan's a great guy. He's I consider him a friend of mine. He sent me an email when I posted that crazy email I got, and he's in Nicaragua. I said, well, somebody told me it reminds them of the Philippines. He said it does. He said, but it doesn't have millions of beautiful young girls chasing foreigners around.
Like, I lived in Mexico. There's, in my opinion, no comparison between Mexico and here. I'll take care of it.
Yeah.
But everybody has their own opinions.
Yeah, everybody has their opinion.
The English that's spoken here is the biggest one for me. I mean, I had a girlfriend. I had to talk to her with my phone translator.
Well, I did that before with Cuba. I mean, she knew no English. Oh my God, it makes your head hurt. And then,
well, see, usually if you got two, a man and a woman, the smarter one will pick up the other one's language. Well, mine didn't pick up mine, and I wasn't smart enough to pick up hers. So,
but we understood the love language. That was about it. Just lay down on the mattress, spread your legs.
I actually learned a little bit of
sign language.
I got to the point with Spanish I could actually write it, but I still couldn't speak it.
Oh, okay. Roddy, is that Roddy or Roddy TV? That's Rock Harmon, my buddy.
Okay.
He's in Korea now, he said, last time he was on. He said, Calvin may need to change my travel plans with this new 14-day quarantine policy. I'll be spending my entire vacation on quarantine. Yeah, I don't blame you. I wish you could have met John when y'all were here, man. I mean,
I'd like to.
You was talking about good guys. He's a good one. Hey, Brad Jones, welcome at Buck.
Buck's here. Buck, you're my hero. Good to have you back.
David said, Calvin and John, I think I'm addicted. He said, I need a drink.
Shrink.
Shrink. Okay.
There's worse things to be addicted to.
I know that's right. Oh, okay. He said, don't forget to read out the cards, Cal. Let me see.
Yeah, let me. While he's doing that, I'm going to go have a smoke.
He said, the first one is this one. It says, success is doing what you love and loving what you do. Oh, my God. Calvin, look at that, man. Sam Champion, man, I'm going to send this back to you. You're crazy, man, for sending me that. My God, man. I may have to pause the video, man. You look at the hairs on my arm is raising up, man. You're crazy. Thank you, man. I mean, you guys are nuts for doing this stuff, man. Well, my girlfriend's going to be looking for some, says Sunshine Show. This one is, imagine that. It says, Sunshine Shoulders. You have been one of the best inspirations to many people in so many ways. You taught people to just follow your heart's desire and to dream as if there's no tomorrow. You taught them to be bold and prideful in all endeavors. You taught people to lend a hand where we can and to help somebody each and every day before we let our heads hit the pillow. Calvin, most of all, you taught people to have compassion and show love and have respect for one another by your own thoughts. Thanks for all you do. God bless you, Sunshine Shoulders. Man, you guys are crazy, man.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I told him, man.
Yeah,
Sam Champion,
your favorite president.
He's the champion.
My favorite president.
Who, Benjamin Franklin?
Yeah.
Benjamin Franklin wasn't the president.
Oh, that's right, he wasn't. Well,
that's that West Virginia education going up again.
I thought only presidents got all money.
He said, congratulations on your achievement. Success always means more when it happens to someone who has truly earned it. Wow. Now, this is my favorite president right here. Grant.
Oh,
shit. Thank you, Sam. He said, Calvin, with over 22,000 subscribers, you should feel so proud. You set yourself a goal and you overcame all obstacles until you reached it. Sam and Selena Champion.
I can't wait to meet him.
Man, I
can't wait to meet him.
I don't even want to say a whole lot, man, because my voice is quivering already.
I hear it.
You guys are something else, man. I tell you. This has been the best hamster wheel anniversary I've ever had, John.
I don't know about you, but this last year has been the best year of my life.
Yeah. Brad Jones said, "That's it. Shut down the stream. Sam, make me look bad." Sam Champion, man, is one. I don't know what it was I did. We connected, man, and this guy, man.
I think he's easy to connect to.
He's something, man. I tell you, and he looks exactly how his name sounds.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I saw him
when he
sent me the Valley Band boxes. We were chatting while I opened them up, man. And he looks like Sam Champion. That's crazy. Yeah, man, it's just something, guys. I mean, really, that's unbelievable. And see, Sam knew what to do, because if he wouldn't have sent that Chris 150, I wouldn't have been able to cash it in. When you come over here, you need Chris 100s and 50s.
And sometimes banks put stamps on them in ink. They wouldn't take mine, but I went to Save More, a grocery store, to their customer service, and they took them.
Oh, okay, yeah. But you get a little less.
Yeah, you get their exchange rate.
Not much.
Like a quarter peso
I think
per
it's
dollar.
0.40 pesos. Remember we did it the other day. Yeah, Sammy Davis said, "Sam Champion, you're a hell of a guy. Congrats, Calvin John." Yeah, he is, man. I mean, I'm not just saying that. I mean, it's just he sends me emails and stuff, man, and I'm like, wow.
Well, like even the emails he sent me, you can tell that the guy is a professional. I mean, I know, you know he's military, but he is professional.
I love it. John said, "The Clayton married me too. It's a big pain in the A now with all the rules, not to mention the drive to LAX." Yeah, you know, the Who said don't shut everything down, but they're gonna do it anyway. That's all we know. They said, Jay said, "John, we love you too. Don't feel bad."
Thank you, Jay.
Well, you know, if he sent me that, you know, he sent John something over there. Probably what?
No, he didn't.
But somebody's sending you in this next box. Somebody's sending you
razors. That's
a drink. I think it may be the Sam Champion.
Okay.
Are you the one that puts up a drink in there, Sam? Was it? It might be Emmanuel Finley. Some boxes are coming. They got drinks for you.
Now, Sam has asked me many times, "John, anything you need, let me know when I'm sending that." And I hate to ask. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, he said, "Brothers, all of that is from us as viewers, supporters of this channel." Yeah, man, I tell you, it means a lot, guys. I don't know how I was able, how this all came about on my 3rd anniversary, John.
It just happened.
It just happened. Said,
you met Jesus and Doom.
Yeah, I met Jesus and Doom.
That's so funny.
What's up, Shiners?
Shiners.
I need to open up ASAP. Need to get my triple F. Yeah.
Fun fix.
Yeah. I feel sorry for guys. I did. Man.
Now I want to make an announcement. I went to college yesterday and got my visa updated. And I was in Robinson's and I was looking at their booze selection. Imagine that.
Yeah.
You cannot buy booze there till noon. I don't want to live there. What are you supposed to do for breakfast?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what other limitations they have, but I was surprised by that.
Yeah, some guy asked me did I like Bacall. I said, yeah, but Bacall is so much bigger than Dumaguete, you know. Dumaguete is like a magic city because it's so small, really, John. Well, compared to all the other Expat alley.
And they have a lot of Western amenities.
They got a lot there for that little small place.
It's almost like not even being in the Philippines.
That's what I'm saying. And the locations right there, you're looking at, I showed y'all, you're looking at Siquijor Island, you're looking at Cebu right there, Apple Island's on that other side. I mean,
Siquijor is really supposed to be nice. Have you been there? I have.
I've been there so many times. It's my favorite island, man.
I heard it's really nice.
It's really, really nice. And you're not going to see a lot of foreigners or locals there. Only the ones that live there. Because they're afraid. They're afraid they're afraid to go over there, man. It's crazy. Hey, Haitian government, thanks for the super chat. Said Jose G, what's up though? Thank you, brother. David S for the super sticker. John's taking another drink. Yeah, he said, oh, thanks, Sam Champion. Yeah. He said, I'm sending John a one-way ticket to rehab.
Don't waste your money.
You know, Jason Flint says these four walls got me about to go crazy. I'm ready for an adventure. I was just telling my girlfriend that today, and she'll tell you, these 4 walls here, I'm not starting any more construction jobs. I'm going to take about a week or so off from this construction because it holds you prisoner.
Yeah,
I can't leave. That's the reason I had to come back here. These guys is asking for different stuff, and she didn't know what to buy. But yeah, man.
Well, especially since we're allowed to travel now.
Oh yeah, we are because we're fully vaccinated. But more and more Filipinos are getting vaccinated because they know that they're not playing.
Well, in Valley Hermosa now, you cannot go in any place unless you are already vaccinated. The public market here, you cannot go in unless you're fully vaccinated. They're going to make you do it.
Oh, okay. At Sunshine Shoulders, Calvin in the box already coming in 3 packs of big blades for John. I keep asking what does he need. I have one more box we're putting together right now.
I'm shy.
Okay. Michael Alcantara says, Calvin, I saw a blogger video interviewed one of your panelists and used the interview to promote his channel, saying it has similar content to Sunshine Shoulders and invited people to view his channel. I guess that's what I consider that a compliment.
I would,
but we was just saying that today, didn't we? Because John says, hey, that Raw Facts is out again. I said, these guys just use that to get views.
That's right.
And then another guy did a video on me the other day. They put my name in there, I guess, to get views, man. So I mean, I'm not worried about it.
Me personally, if I had to do that, I would try a different route, a different profession. That's me, but that's me.
Hey, thank you, John Gomez, for the super chat. He said, this is for a drink. And cheers, everyone.
Thank you, John.
Yeah, but thank you, Michael. But that kind of stuff, I'm going to take it now as a compliment.
And as far as the hater channels go, just ignore them. They'll go away. We've already had, 3 of them go away in the last year.
I don't see how you can sustain a channel like that.
Well, we've already seen at least 3 have not.
I mean, why would you be surely he's not in the Philippines. Why would you be here in this fabulous place and waste your time like that?
I agree.
Well,
I don't care where I was. If I was in Iceland, I wouldn't be wasting my time on that. That's me.
Yeah. Iceland. I think if Filipinos was in Iceland, we wouldn't be in Iceland, John. Actually, one of the appealing things about the Philippines is the weather. To me.
Now that was not a gunshot. They let off firecrackers for Christmas here.
Oh, is that what that was?
I'm sure. No,
my God.
It wasn't loud enough. Believe me, I just heard a 45 go off 15 feet from my apartment a couple months ago. That's not close.
Here, I'll put this up.
King Arthur, John Wells, you look like a teenager. Why do you need razors for?
Wow.
You can get good razors here, but you pay out the rear end for them. I have a light beard, and I would use a Bic disposable at home for probably 4 months. So Sam's but the disposable razors here, I think they're seconds or something. They are pretty rough. So Sam's gonna fix me up, and I'll be good for a year.
Thank you, Rory Bellamy, for that super sticker. Appreciate it.
I tell you, I love Leech on. Old Captain, when you get over here, try it. I can't believe for $3 a fifth how smooth it really is.
Yeah, Cool Your Buffalo Dancer. The turkey said, get vaccinated or dig your own ditch for your funeral.
That's about it.
He was talking about jabbing people while they're in their sleep. But, now they've gotten serious over here about these.
They're talking about if you don't have the jab, you're going to be basically locked down in your house. So, I mean, you better get it.
Yeah, Jason Flint. That's why I called it, believe it or not. That's why I called it Magic City, because I've been to Atlanta in 1990, and it was the one and only time I ever went to Magic City. And see, I don't go to places like that, but the 3 guys I was with did. And man, you talking about, man, and you see what color I am, man. My face was red as hell. It's a famous strip bar. I mean, these women are beautiful, man. Yeah. No. But I ain't gonna lie to you, Jason. Dumagetti has some nightlife, man. Believe it or not.
Well, it has to have more than San Carlos.
Oh my God.
It has to.
He says, I heard the tag team tandem coming by, y'all. Is that what that is? I hope not. Whenever I hear nitty gritty or boots on the ground on the TV
I
news,
hear it a lot.
I know where they got that
I
from.
never used to hear it. I hear it now.
Scott Anderson says, the police in USA shoot first, ask questions later.
Well, I tell you though, Scott, it's funny. The police here, when I lived in the squatters neighborhood, I saw quite a few people get arrested. They don't put handcuffs on you. They don't search you. They tell you to go get in their paddy wagon.
Yeah, and they drive you,
and they don't handcuff your nose because everybody knows if you try something, you're gone.
Yeah. There's no doors or anything.
No doors.
You can jump off at any time.
But guess what?
It's your pearl.
Nobody does.
Yeah. Because the last time we went to Malwani, they locked up a guy and they had him in that thing.
They just tell you to stay
It's
there.
open in on both sides. You can jump out at any time, but they're not going to do it.
Well, it'll be the last time it jumped.
Yeah. But on that shooting thing, another person died from the little young dude that shot those people in America in school. Another school shooting.
Yeah, I saw it, but I didn't even click on it. I'm starting to really
They saw it.
get away from the U.S. news.
It's violent. They just saw another little 14-year-old boy was killed for no reason by some 38-year-old drifter, stabbed him several times in his head and neck.
And that's something I like to say.
And face, I mean.
A couple live streams you talked about Australian and a Philippine that got killed here, it
wasn't long ago.
But
no, a German.
A German, okay. But here's the deal: the crime here is very, very low, and when a foreigner gets killed, it gets all blown out of proportion. So I mean, you're safer here than probably where you live now.
I would say. He said, "Why was John squatters neighborhood?" I think your wife's from the village, right?
Yeah, no,
but that's not considered squatters.
No, the village is squatters. They're all squatters.
Is it?
The neighborhood I lived in was squatters. There was a brand new apartment building that they built, and I liked the neighborhood. They had kids out there. I lived there for almost 2.5 years. I never had any problems with the squatters. The problem I had was when they lowered the rent, and I had the wannabes moving into my apartment building. Yes, I had problems there, but I would go outside. I'd be offered a shot, a glass of beer. The children would come up, and I was there for 2.5 years. I watched them grow up. They come up, and I'd hold them and stuff. I mean, it was great.
Yeah, Mr. Vake said Atlanta strip clubs were amazing in the 90s. Don't know about now. These guys I was with, they were some classy guys, though, because I was just a little country bumpkin from Louisville, Kentucky. They took me to the A Train, that it's like a dinner club or something in the underground, man. And Kirk Whalum showed up, but he was only there to eat dinner. He's a famous saxophone player.
Oh, okay, I didn't know who it was.
And him and his band ended up setting in for the house band. It's 1990, man. I had a great time, by the way. He said there's also St. Carlos City. Yeah, yes, they always ask me about that.
That's why when somebody asks me, I usually put Negros Occidental on there.
Yeah, you better. He said liquor's cheaper at the squatters neighborhood.
Actually, since I moved up into Calvin's old place, I went to the Sorry store and bought this Coca-Cola, and it was 3 pesos more than what I paid down there. So
yeah.
So 3 pesos is 6 cents.
Right. Yeah. Here's something I wanted to tell you guys about, because I seen this on Facebook before and I thought it was a joke. But today they found a roost of flying foxes, those big ass bats, in the North Cotabato area. These are mega bats.
Okay.
They've got but they're a source of a lot of myths too, because they got a wingspan of 4 foot 11 inches.
I've never seen any of that.
And they weigh up to 3.5 pounds, John. Now, these things are beasts, and they've got a whole roost of them that they just recently found yesterday. So this is where you get the moo. They see, and all that. They see them, and the locals don't really know what they are, but they're flying foxes is what they call them. They're really mega bats.
Now, when I was in Southern Lady, I would see these huge bats flying. Believe it or not, I was walking in San Carlos between Rosie and the next street, and I had one hit me in the head and about knocked me out.
Oh, yeah?
I mean, it just bam. And I was sober.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Scott. We appreciate that. Bats, William Fouché. These are flying foxes, they call them.
I mean,
Look it up on the internet, man, and they got them here.
they're big.
It's all kinds of stuff you're gonna see here, guys. Well, I tell you that.
I mean, they won't hurt
You're gonna come over here looking for a woman. You're gonna find a whole lot of other stuff over here. It's gonna shock you. You're gonna be like, man, where in the world am I? If I saw that thing coming at me, I'd probably shit
the
my
one that
pants.
hit me, I didn't see. I had that hat of mine on. It just hit me in the forehead. I
mean, imagine, John, it's got a 4'11"
this one wasn't
wingspan.
that big. It was quite two though.
But see, when you go down in Mindanao, see, the Philippines is like one big. In 1921, it was 70% jungle. The Philippines was 70%. That's really all it is when you get outside these cities. It's like one big farm or something, man. And you see crazy stuff like this. These big ass spiders, certain places, these big ass crocodiles and stuff. Hey, thanks to Beat Your Life for the super sticker. Jay says, Cal, I watched G5 Family, your friend's channel. He has some good stuff. Thanks for having him in your panel a while back. Yeah, he's got great equipment. But, you know, it's just a family channel, but he's really a professional drone operator.
Oh, okay. That's the guy here in San Carlos.
Yes,
Okay.
the guy here.
I
If
don't
you
think I've met
really,
him.
you know, want to see some good footage. See, I've got one he gave me for free. I just haven't edited it yet. I don't know how to work the editing on this stupid computer. If it was on my phone, it's a big deal. He says, as long as those bets on in Cebu, I'm good.
They're probably there.
But this is the reason why you hear people talking about these monsters and stuff over here. What's another name for the monster, honey, over here? Not the moo-moo. What else? Huh?
Oh, my.
Come in here so I can hear it. What is it?
Uno.
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 Oh.
Uno.
Oh.
Uno.
But see, that's what it is, really. That's seeing these big ass bats.
Now, my province girl fishing village girlfriend said that people in the mountain, you have to be careful of them because some of them turn into them at night.
But there's another, honey, there's another name besides what she said for monsters here. Not a moo-moo. What else? Yeah, aswang and all that. This is all they're seeing, guys.
That's wrong.
Yeah. See if we can get Ozzy to bite their head off. Yeah.
It might bite back.
But these things carry diseases too.
Well, they're basically flying rats.
But you don't want to go to North Cotabato to see one. That's a danger zone for us, guys. South Cotabato, yeah.
Okay.
It's down there by General Santos. But you don't want to go to North Cotabato. South Cotabato, yes, because they're still fighting in North Cotabato. And that's where that priest was killed, an Italian priest. Yeah. What?
You got it right there.
But this one?
I love Lee John. I think it's pretty
He
good.
said those Doomsday disciples went in the hiding when Calvin came. Yeah, because one lady saw me down there. She was a vlogger, but she was scared to say something. So I know they saw me. But I walked past, man. I don't know who this guy looked. He looked like He-Man. Well, you just saw the look he had. It was early in the morning. He was at the Why Not bar early drinking.
Well, there is a foreign-owned bar in Dumaguete called Sideways.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Cotabato City is okay, but you don't want to go to North Cotabato. South Cotabato is okay. It's right down there, maybe about 45 minutes from General Santos or something. It's going south near the, I was there before in 2010. I never had any problems. But, you know, I didn't go to North Cotabato. Just recently, earlier this year, 8 men were killed. They were riding their motorcycles and a truck stopped, and like 20 guys got off the truck with fully automatic weapons and just shot them to shreds. They don't know if it was a territorial war, but yeah, you stay away from North Cotabato, guys. South Cotabato, yes.
I mean, there's so many other really safe islands here. I'd probably stay a little further north. Yes, we are.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah,
And I
absolutely.
appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and with YouTube, remember.
Yeah, and with you too.
He said, listen, 25 minutes is too close for me. What was he talking
I
about?
don't know, 25
I
minutes.
missed something right there. But Malcolm McNimpson said, are either you familiar with a YouTube channel called Mark Nowhere Man?
I don't know.
I'm not.
There's only a couple that I watch. Of course, Calvin's one of them. And I don't watch it. I usually just listen to it while I'm doing something else.
Hey, thanks, Beats of Life, for that super chat. He's one of our moderators. Yeah, we need more moderators like him, John.
Thank you, buddy.
He said the favorite odd couple.
I
Keep
can't wait
up
to
the
meet
good
him.
work.
He's a good
Hey, retired 2019 said, Calvin, I just got the
Yeah.
booster shot 3 hours ago. Getting in the gym tomorrow. See you and John in 2022. They've opened up the booster for everybody here now.
That's what I've heard. I haven't got it yet.
I haven't gotten it yet, but I'm going to get
Now, Herb, though,
I saw it today.
Herb, I got to say, with the way the stock markets went in the last week, you're going to die with zero regardless. I've lost 35,000 in the last week.
Wow, John.
My friend's got me on suicide watch.
Yusuf Amar Habib said, I watched Mark Nowhere Man. Very heartbreaking.
Yeah,
I'm going to look that up today because I never seen that before. What's going on with that channel? But yeah, you go, Doom Maggotti's just becoming so famous. It's almost as famous as Manila and Cebu, for real.
and maybe even more.
It's
Because
becoming
we're
famous.
so small, it has, 4,000 foreigners there at all times?
400,000 people during the daylight hours in a small area. It's only like a 13 square mile area, guys. That's a lot of people. Oh, yeah, it's safe. It's safe in General Santos. I've been there. That's where Pacquiao's from. I roll right by he's got like a hotel, sorry store, and he's got he's got like a Nike shop in the KCC mall down there, but that stuff's so expensive. I bought just the nicest. This is 2010. It's probably somebody running around wearing it, probably down in Mindanao now. But I bought the nicest Pacquiao shirt, man. It cost me like 2,000 pesos. But nobody's in there, guys. But yeah, General Santos is safe. But remember, that's NPA territory. But NPA, they don't have a problem with foreigners. They're not like the Abu Sayyaf and all that, guys. They have a problem with, the
Harold,
government.
good to see you, Harold.
But yeah, you're gonna be okay. Now remember, John, you'll never get that 35,000.
No, it's gone
back.
forever. But
Even though your money may be the same eventually,
once
it's not
gone,
that
it's gone.
35,000.
And the market may come back, it may not. I think it will, but we'll see. Yeah, I've been in the game for over 30 years myself.
Yeah,
he's right.
It's a long
Term.
It's a long.
And that's why you get these guys who want to be day traders. They want to make it all. Most of the guys I know did that AFA.
Yeah, they do. I had a lady that I worked with. She lost day trading. Now, when her parents died, they left her a lot of money.
I got a similar story.
Okay, and she retired. Got to doing day trading. Man, was back at work. Man, lost all that money. I think 200,000 or something.
I worked with a guy that got his inheritance. Did the same thing.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. He said, I had the honor to meet Efren Reyes a few times. You're a real nice guy. Yeah. Filipinos are very nice. And, this guy's one of the most famous food players in the world.
Oh, okay. I know who he is now. Yes, he is. He's good. I didn't know he's Filipino.
Hey, Dustin Galtson. I guess, are you Swedish with that name or Swiss? He said, hello from Boston, Mass. Calvin, how much is the total cost altogether, land, house, and security guard? Well, it would be 1.1 million.
Which would be what, 22,000?
22,000.
I tell you.
But you could do it cheaper. It just depends on where.
I'm telling you, the video and the pictures does not do justice to this house. This house is really nice.
Boss Smith says, only thing is, will you be alive?
and that's right. Now, everybody talks about the Great Depression and the crash thing. That was not the worst crash. It came back fairly quick. If you look, the crash of 73, 74, that was the one. It took 20 years to come back. That's what I worry about.
Hey, thanks, James Wright. Said, hey, Calvin, new to your channel. I found you very enjoyable informative. We'll continue to stay tuned to your channel and promote as well. Man, I appreciate it, man. You know, these channels, man, I don't care how many subscribers you got. I don't care how famous you think you are. Without the viewers and subscribers, you're nothing. That's why when guys tell me, hey, I'm glad you return my email. I'm like, I'm not supposed to?
Well, I mean,
what am I supposed to do? He said, no, those guys down there, them Doom Gay disciples, they're celebrities. They don't have time. Oh, my God. There's Rudy. Uh-oh. There's Rudy. Now, Rudy, there's a rumor going around that you showed your banana to Sammy.
Well, did you?
What, it was that Lacaton, the little bitty banana they got over here.
I tell you what, though, those are really good.
They're sweet.
They're good.
Yeah. But yeah, they said you showed your little Lacaton to Sammy. And you're proud of it.
Not even close to Buck. Buck's a legend.
Yeah, Buck's a legend already. I don't know how he got to be a legend. People know Buck. That man that sent me that email knew Buck. He said, "Hi, Buck.
That's right.
We got to get rid." He said, "Yeah, John."
Supposedly, I'm afraid of Calvin.
No, he says that you know better not to have an intellectual conversation with me because I'm stupid and I'm emotional. Well, he said all black people are stupid and emotional. Used to say, I've been investing in stocks for years and not once did I make money. I'm terrible.
And it's, if you go, I did individual stocks in the beginning. I actually did, but then it got to the point where I wasn't. That's when I went to mutual stocks. I was probably about 95, 96. Mutual stocks the way to go.
Calvin retired 2019. Calvin has a cost for hotels in Cebu. It can run everywhere from $10 up to $10,000, believe it or not. They've got pension houses all the way up to the Shangri-La.
I'd probably stay away from the $10 ones. I usually go to the $20 ones, and they're usually pretty nice.
But you can get, I stayed in the Airbnb. Remember, guys, don't forget the Airbnb. Get you an account on Airbnb. You're going to save a lot of money. People got nice things, man. You might as well enjoy them because, man, I had a nice place in Cebu in a subdivision, believe it or not, John. You're not going to believe it. $11 a night. And this was in 2017.
So it might be $12 a night.
Yeah, but a pension house right around, I forgot the name of the damn pension house. Right across from Gasano in Moncton. Ace Pension House is the name of it. It's $19 a night, but you get Wi-Fi, aircon, big queen size bed. Because I'm that type like you, John. I'm just as comfortable in a $20 hotel as I am in a $1,000 a night hotel.
And actually, most of the $20 a night here are equal to what I pay $120 for at a Hampton Inn or more.
More,
depending on where it was.
Don't get caught up in it. I mean, it's your money. I know you're going to come over and try to impress the young lady, but she's not going to be impressed.
If you have a bed, period, she's going to be impressed. She's been sleeping on the floor all her life.
Yeah. And we got to get away from impressing the women over here. I've already, suggested how you impress her. You go to meet her family. You try the food. You try to pronounce some of the language. That's the only way you're going to impress a Filipino. She can't miss what she never had, guys. And, don't do it. John Gomez said, John used a strategy called covered calls. What's that?
I don't know what it is either.
Clayton. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Clayton's getting thirsty to come back.
It runs the gamut, though, retired 2019. I ain't trying to avoid your question. Because they got the Shangri-La there, John. It's a 5-star hotel. And you can pay just as much staying there as if you in the United States. And that's what I'm saying. Don't make the mistake of coming over here. Remember, this is the last bastion on earth for working men like us. Don't screw it up, guys. Take advantage of it. Everywhere else has phased us out. Hell. And don't apologize for it. Hell, you worked hard.
That's right.
The light says how the medical institutions over there, are they reliable? Absolutely. We talking about, I'm going to tell you something. In these major cities, John.
Yeah.
This isn't
I agree.
This is a city, but it's not a major
I call it a
city.
provincial town. I mean, that's what I call
But
it.
if you go to Dumagetti, you got that doctor's hospital. They just built this big, gigantic, brand new Nichols Occidental
It's the booze, same
some
thing.
ambulatory
You get
system.
But
Yeah.
college, you can.
Around the major cities, yes. You better have good insurance and money. But yeah, you can get it. Okay, Jason Flint said, the Sunshine Shoulders covered causes and option contracts. And I don't think John is doing options. It's
No, I
very
won't do
risky.
I went high risk for about 20 years, and now I am very, very conservative.
You do what? Mutual funds?
Yeah.
Is that considered conservative?
Well, they have high risk ones, and that's what I was in for years and years. But now I'm into the conservative ones.
Joe Banana said, we're not drinking. I almost
Joe
missed
Banana.
the show. What's up, fellas? What's going on, Joe?
Watch your drinking, Joe.
He said, anything but balloon.
Yes.
He says, avoid high fees. Best advice for people who do not want to be stressed over stocks.
I agree with that.
Oh, okay. The ones that I consider major cities, I call it my expat alley. You got Metro Manila and everything up there, Cavite, Quezon City, just Metro Manila, Angeles City, Cebu City, Dumagetti, Davao, Bacolod,
I agree with that.
General Santos, and Iloilo City. If you go to any of them cities, guys, you're not going to miss a whole lot. I mean, you can get steak. You know, you're going to have all the, the Western restaurants, pancakes if you want it. High-speed internet.
Bacolod, I haven't found it.
Oh, Bacolod was terrible.
It doesn't have a Texas Roadhouse in it.
Yeah, I mean, as long as I've been going to Bacolod and eating there, I've never had a good meal yet.
You know what? I
haven't had a
admit,
good
we
meal
went to
yet.
that fancy place, that Charborough Shoals, and that wasn't that good in my opinion, but that's me.
Nigerian Warrior said, Calvin out here doing God's work. Thanks, brother. How do I send a super sticker? I think it's just on there. It's a little dollar sign on by your chat box. I appreciate the consideration, man. And again, guys, I tell y'all that somebody did it for me. I pay it forward, man. That's really all I'm doing. See, this is why I'm going to have this show, not this Tuesday, but next Tuesday on investing. Bitcoins. Anybody, Paul Smith, you want to come on here? I know Jason Flint's coming on. Retired 2019. If you want to come on, Iskandari TV. Anybody that has some knowledge, John will be on there. I'll put you on, John.
Okay.
Hey, Simply After, she's back, John.
Good to see you.
I thought maybe we had
Offended her?
offended her because she was gone for a
I
long
hope
time.
not. I like her.
He says, I already miss home. Where are you? Are you over here?
I think she's in California.
No. Doubtful genius.
Oh, okay.
Simply Actors is in Florida, Miami.
Florida, that's right.
But I'm going to tell you guys, the only people over here that are miserable are the ones who stay in the same place. You got to get around the Philippines, man. You got to wander this place. It's an adventure. I'm going to tell you, it reignited my mind, body, and spirit like it would somebody that's on an African safari for the first time, or somebody that wants to climb Mount Everest, or something like that.
Let's be honest. You came here after big game trophies, and we both found them.
Somebody that wants to, it's an adventure, man. If you want to make it an adventure, the more I've explored, the more I have to explore. It's just, you can only scratch the surface of this place. Every single place you go to has some type of once in a lifetime.
A little different.
Remember we were right through, remember this where we seen that waterfall?
Oh, isn't that good?
I mean,
I
that's
saw it yesterday
nowhere
on the
but
way
here.
back. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, guys, it's an adventure. Don't stay stuck in the same place. If you do, you're not gonna get it. Oh, okay, yeah, Sam, you're right. But a major mall.
We have two malls here,
but
and
they're
there's
small.
and it's hard to find something.
But all
You
things,
can get the basics. Well, you get the basics.
but it's not. We don't have. That's the difference between Dumagetti
Do
which is the same size as St. Carlos City, by the way.
I know.
And it has this big, gigantic
But they
Robinson.
I think it's because they cater more to the Westerners. I really do.
Well, they got that 400,000 daytime. There's nowhere near that here.
I mean, I said this before. I had to get a pair of long pants. I found one pair in our mall that would fit me, and they were 3 inches too long, and they're skinny jeans.
Well, this is, it's hard to say. I would say, what would you say about that, John?
You can, but it's going to be. It depends on the life.
It's like a needle in a haystack, really.
I would agree with that. If the women had a hard life, they look rough.
I mean,
but they're still nice.
But if you're 80,
nice ladies,
I mean, if you're 80, then yeah,
and
you may want a woman at 50.
And if you don't mind a woman that maybe has 5 or 6 kids, they'll be good, nice women. They'll take very good care of you. That friend of ours that you met on the bus and going to college, he's got a woman. She got 6 kids. I tell you, she treats him like gold. Yeah, you can find good women in her 50s.
Yeah. It looks. See, we're so into looks.
And that's what we both thought. But look what he said. And a nice lady. Yes, many. There's many.
Yes, many.
There's many.
Yeah, you're right. I looked at that the wrong way.
Yeah, I do too. Well, that's how our minds work.
Hey, Doug Carr's on here.
Oh, Doug, good to see you, buddy.
There's many. I mean, nice.
Actually,
I mean, they would take care of you.
If you're not worried about the physical attraction, you probably couldn't find a better woman than a woman in her 50s here, because their options are absolutely zero.
But they know how to do everything.
Oh yeah,
they know everybody. They know everybody.
Yes, I agree.
Because people always talk about the food over here, guys. It's important that you get a woman that can cook. If you don't, man, you're gonna be. I'm gonna tell you.
Let me tell you, I suffer.
At least hard.
My woman getting better. But even if you go to the local restaurants here, most of it I don't like. That's me.
Yeah, I would even say hard cook, man.
Do that.
It's important because when you go to a lot of these restaurants, you may not like the food.
I don't. Usually Maiwani I do, but it's a Western restaurant.
Yeah, it's like a Western style food. But you see, my girlfriend, she cooks Filipino food, but she knows how to cook.
She twists it for you.
Yeah, so it's a lot. Like her mother made
mine's getting better.
Her mother, she was at the doctor yesterday, so her mother made some pancit. It was delicious. They put, the pancit canton noodles, the thick noodles, with vegetables and, meat. It's delicious to me. It's no big deal.
Now, the place right across from Gasano's, that chicken place there, I got the pancit there, and I ended up giving it to the beggars. But that's me. That's my taste. I don't like liver in mine. It had liver in it.
I like to eat at home, and that's why I was telling you guys. That's the good thing about the Airbnb option. Get one with a kitchen, and then just have either you. I mean, hell, chicken, fish, and pork is chicken, fish, and pork anywhere. But it's just a lot fresher here.
And they still have the heads on them and eyes in them.
Yeah.
And some people will fight over the eyes.
Will Fouché. This is a great plan, but I'm gonna tell you something. You're gonna hate leaving these places you're going to, man. That's the only thing. When I went to Bohol the first time, it was one of the first tourist places I went to. I went to Alona Beach in Bohol. We was only supposed to be there for 5 days. I ended up. I mean, it was so nice. I didn't want to leave. We ended up booking for 5 more days, and I still didn't want to leave. And see, Cebu, you're probably going to need a little bit more time than 3 to 5 days because it's a whole island, William. You've got Malapascua, Bantayan Island. You've got Camotes Island. You got Malboa. You've got so much to see on Cebu. James White said, you ever shop on Shopee? Yeah, my girlfriend does it for me.
I bought off Lazada, and that's where I got my laptop, so it does work.
Yeah, but you got to be careful.
You got to be careful. I made the delivery man, because it is cash on delivery here. I made the delivery man wait till I opened it up and plugged it in and made sure it worked before I paid.
He said, left 5 or 6 kids about right. Yeah.
No, I was being very serious. I wasn't joking on that. But like I say, you want a woman that's going to treat you good and take care of you, she'll treat you like a king, literally.
Yeah, but see, John's buddy over here is doing the same thing.
And I can't believe he did that.
He said, what's your opinion on this one, guy? Saw a guy on
my
another
opinion
channel.
is it's stupid.
Yeah, that's stupid.
It's stupid.
He could build a house for 10,000.
And it'd be nicer than the one he's got. Even though the one he got, he's put 10 grand into it. It really is nice, but I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
it's not
why would
his.
you do that?
It's not
That's so.
his.
They're sitting back like, thank you.
Please,
You know.
more. Thank you.
Oh yeah, we're gonna hang out most definitely.
Okay, I'm ready, Herb. I'd
Cebu
love to meet him.
is a world-class city. To be honest with you. Yeah, Scott. Yeah, see, you guys are getting technical.
Yeah.
Now. I don't know. Scott, join us Tuesday. Philip Rogers said, Calvin, if you were going to go to Mindanao to Seacliff, would you just take public transportation? To Seacliff, would you take public? Yeah, I would. They're not going to stop any truck. You're going to blend right in, even if you're foreign. If you get on one of them series liners, nobody's going to buy.
I rode in Mindanao, and believe me, I can't blend in. I had no problems.
Yeah, But what part does Cliff live in? I forgot. Where does Cliff live?
I'm thinking it's Davao City, isn't it, or close to
General Santos or somewhere like that. Well, if it's Davao, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's Davao.
But Cliff lives in the
province.
Yeah, province. And he says, Mark Schaefer says, hey Calvin, do you have blackouts where you're at? Yeah, brownouts. Yeah.
They call them brownouts. Blackouts
We
is the
have
whole
them
island.
about once a month, sometimes once every month. But we get a bunch of
Short
ones.
We've been getting them lately, but like you said, we might go 2 months without any. And then we might have 1 month where we have 2 12-hour ones, but they usually announce them.
Yeah, see.
We travel.
Yeah, see, John, you took the words out of my mouth. Normally, the major ones, they're going to announce it. But like the one yesterday when I was doing my live stream, it just shut off out of no good.
It was off about an hour.
Yeah.
We get those sometimes. We've been getting them a lot more lately, though.
Yeah, see, I like that kind of fancy better. Yeah, I like the thick noodles.
Oh, I do too.
But
the other one they call glass noodles. They're made out of potato starch.
Yeah, they call them B-home. And the only ones I can eat like that is at Malwani. They got a B-home gasada. Oh, man, it make you bite your fingers.
Now, Jennifer sent some behind that she made. I tell you, I always thought her behind would taste pretty good. It does.
Yeah. At Harvey Garner, bro, I know a nice Filipino woman who was a widow here in Newport News in her 50s. Yeah. Very nice for some lucky man looking. Still very attractive. She caught me standing out one day. Yeah. Now, remember, Sam, she's over there.
Well, she probably had an easier life. We have a foreigner that lives in Calatrava. Him and his wife been married 38 years, so I imagine she got to be in her mid-50s, but they spent most of that time in the U.S. I tell you what, for a 55-year-old woman, she looks good, but she had a better life.
Yeah, she got a hearing aid, too, Yeah, she had a hearing aid.
I didn't notice that. Yeah. Okay. But like
I didn't like his attitude.
Well, the first time I met him when we were drunk, it was great, but yeah, that day,
yeah, I'm like,
I have no use for him after that.
John was just saying, hey, guys, how you looking, John? Like, I guess I'll make it for old man, or something he said.
I don't know what the deal was.
Yeah, I don't know either. I'm like,
I said when he was drunk, we were all buddy. Well, I might have offended him, though, because I was saying, isn't it great? All this old men come over and get these beautiful young Panays, and he has the 56-year-old Panay, and he goes, I brought sand to the beach.
James March Henry said, yeah, you can, but not in the same island. And then I'm going to tell you something.
You might get a bolo in your head, buddy. I'm just telling you.
But I'm saying, do you want that headache, though?
It's going to blow up in your face. I guarantee you.
Headache?
It might be a day, it might be a week, it might be a year. It's going to blow up in your face.
And they're going to know, they're going to find out. This is a small.
They tell everybody everything.
As vast as this is, man, Facebook ties it all together over here, guys. You're just going to find out. You're going to sleep one day and you're not going to close your phone or something stupid like that.
It's going to blow up.
You don't want that trouble, man. It's best to just be
get
single.
One good one. Or be single.
I get one go. He said, then they will raise his rent. Yeah, after he done put that money in it.
Yeah.
But this guy, CJ, man,
he's a good guy.
He's a good guy, but
heart of gold.
I think he's getting close to having what's it
Alzheimer's?
Yeah, something. Yeah.
Something. He's a good guy.
Every time he sees me, I got to reintroduce myself to him. And when we and John see him in McDonald's, what did he say, John?
Whoa. I thought I was the only black guy in St. Carlos. And they just met.
And he didn't say that like, hey, I thought we were the only. He walked in the door and said, hey, I thought I was the only black guy in St. Carlos City. I'm like, what in the world is wrong with this guy? And he said, CJ. I'm like, man, okay.
But he's
I'm gonna
good
play
guy.
the game. Calvin, even though that's my 4th time meeting him.
He's a good guy.
He's a good guy.
He really is.
He's retired sergeant in the Army, so I got big respect for him. James White says, speaking of houses, I rent 2-bedroom, 1-bath for 4,000 pesos.
Oh, wow.
Well, John have how many bedrooms you have?
Just 1 bedroom. It was about 180 square feet. But
Wow. But no, I mean down in Southern Lady.
Oh, Southern Lady. It was 1 bedroom. It was a full house for $37.50 a month. It had hot water in the shower. It had aircon, fully furnished. Yeah, it was $37.50 a month.
No, they're cheap here. You can get the small ones. They got different ones, different brands.
Rice cookers are not expensive.
No, they're not expensive.
But you got to watch. If you get a real cheap one, which I have, imagine that, you have to watch it. It'll boil over. So you have to sit there and open the lid once in a while. But if you get the better ones, you don't have to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm probably going to do it if I can find Esmeralda and 3 other women who've never dated foreigners before. I'm never going to put this westernized women on again because you can't learn anything from them. Every time I put Esmeralda on, she says something
Yes, she does.
that, gets us going because she's innocent. She hasn't been corrupted.
I'm thinking about going to the barangay captain about Esmeralda. She gets out there in those short shorts and does exercises every morning. It's just a distraction.
Yeah. I mean, I promise you, man.
Just kidding.
I'm not gonna lie to you. From the back, and this is no lie, John. The last time I seen them out at City Mall. They had just I didn't know it was them. They had just got out of the tricycle. I think Roger was paying the tricycle. And from the back, she looked like a black woman. I was like, wow, what's this black woman doing over here? And then when I was in Dumagetti, I saw a black woman driving an SUV.
Oh, really?
So it did. I don't know if she was African. More,
Going to school. Yeah, probably.
I don't know. It was an older lady. No,
Oh, okay.
She was old. She was in her 60s. Yeah, I think after about 45.
It depends on the life. With a hard life, yes, they do.
Now, the rich ones don't.
No, because they have the easier life.
When I was in Dumagetti, remember I told you guys yesterday, I saw those 2 trucks pull up. One guy was a young couple, and the other was an older couple. He looked to be, they looked to be in their late 40s, and man, she was beautiful. But, they're rich.
Yeah.
They
got the easier life.
But you running around out here in this 120 degrees.
Working in a sugar cane field.
Yeah, 20 degree heat,
every day.
Yeah.
Not getting the proper nutrition.
No fluoride in your toothpaste and
no
everything.
dental care.
Yeah. Okay, Rudy, take care.
See you, Rudy.
Don't show that lacatine anymore. He said, Cal, I'm inviting you and John to come to the island of Candidua for the next typhoon. It's the east side of Bicol. Now, y'all can make a video.
And that's the thing, guys. You get girlfriends on the eastern side of these islands. Try to
be careful.
Get on the western side of islands.
Hey, Frank Tate, thanks for the super chat. He said, shout out Lilibeth Tate channel, my wife's cooking show. Oh, okay.
Check it out sometime.
Lilibeth Tate channel. Okay. Yeah, check her out. Now, what kind of food does she cook, Frank? Filipino food? Is she Filipino? Lilibeth. Let me find that and put that up here. Let me see what it is. James Wright said, Calvin, I'm dating an older Filipino. I must say it just seems more comfortable. Yeah, when the age is closer. Her 48, me 56. What do you think of older women there? Well, Filipinos are eventually going to turn into your grandmother anyhow. I don't care how old they are. And, they just try to henpeck you anyway.
Well, it doesn't matter. Age doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
20 years old, they're going to do that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So just an older one would mean that much more. But like John said, the older ones, they don't have a whole lot to gain. So they're going to treat you like a king.
Well, I'm going to say your chances of being scammed or just taken with an older one is probably less because their options are very, very minimal here. So I say go for it.
He says, Phil Rogers, that's too funny about wife can't cook rice. I got very lucky. I got a great cook. And most Filipinos,
they all know how to cook rice. Trust me.
Most of them can cook anyway because they get started early.
Well, but like in the
Like
case,
my helper.
the
here.
case of my province girl, she knows how to cook fish. That's all they ever ate, fish and rice.
Hey, Merry Christmas. Hey, Kano. Thank you, brother. But yeah, I'm going to get you in a minute, Frank. You're coming up. He says it's a constant son. Yeah, absolutely.
If they're in it. If they're in, not all people.
It has a lot to do with
The
that.
women will use umbrellas here, not for rain, for sun.
Sam Champion said, yeah, he's playing with fire if you have more than one steady woman in the Philippines. I wouldn't do it.
It's going to blow up on you.
Yeah, it's going to blow up on you. You're never going to.
I mean,
who wants that? Why you want that stress?
We come here for less stress.
Yeah, that's stress right there. And like I said, you don't know. And see, it's so small, guys. Look, okay, especially if you're in Cebu trying to do that, you don't know if the people walking around you is from the where they're from. They probably gonna be from where your wife is from.
Probably.
And then they're gonna see you and say, "Hey, I saw him," because I was in. Believe it or not, and I wasn't even doing anything. I promise you, this is a fact. I was in Ormoc City, and somebody here told my girlfriend, "Oh, I seen him on the jeepney with another woman."
No, no secrets here.
No, but I'm just telling. They saw me in Ormoc. I wasn't with nobody.
And it was probably one of her cousins.
Yeah, there's no telling, man. It's too small like that. I wouldn't do it.
In Ormoc, clear over here. That's crazy.
Way over here.
And,
you got to realize.
So right there, when all Filipino bloggers, and I've said it too, try to keep low profile. You can't. You got spotted on a different island.
I mean, when I say low profile, I mean don't be out there, walking around with a big chain, and flashy clothes, a big watch, and
flashing big water thousands.
Yeah, pulling big watch. That's what I mean. No, you can't.
You can't.
They're gonna see you. That's what I say. I say you're gonna get enough attention as it is. Don't draw nothing to you. Don't draw anything. But yeah, they saw me in Ormoc City. Now remember,
that's crazy.
Ormoc is a 3-hour fast cat ride from Cebu.
That's 2 islands away. I got it wrong. Yeah. So that's 2 islands away.
So yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. Yeah, another good reason to meet the parents. It gives you the best indication of how a woman will age. Well, that's the only way you're going to impress a Filipino, man.
But it's also, if the parents had a lot harder life than what your panay is going to be, it might be different. There's Poopeye. Mr.
Nosy 9. He says, I rent a full house in Northern Lady. Yeah, for $4,000 per month. Now
that's 80. I was paying half that.
Yeah, now
Move
you're
to Southern Lady. He's got 2 bedrooms.
North Lady's not so bad with the weather.
I would say
it's like the eastern.
Yes, eastern, but the north gets it too. From what I've watched, a lot of times I go up and on the
like Yolanda, they had some damage, but nothing like in Tacloban.
Well, I look on the map in Tacloban, it's not right on the east side. I wouldn't think they got hit as bad as they did. They got hammered.
Well, they got hammered because of the water surge. They're sitting right
on the bay,
sea level. That's what killed the people, not the hurricane. Yeah. The water surge afterwards, because everybody after the hurricane was over, they coming out, they're going through their stuff, cleaning, recovering, and here comes this damn. They called it a tsunami, same thing, and they didn't know what hit them. Believe it or not, that's how most people got killed, and that's the thing. When you meet a woman online, guys, you better look and find out where she lives. And if she lives in somewhere eastern, besides that Bicol region, like he said, you better tell her, hey, meet me in Cebu or meet me in Manila.
Well, when I was in Southern Lady, they had the white and brown signs showing evacuation routes.
Yeah.
They don't even have stop signs or traffic lights, but they had evacuation signs. That tells you a little bit there.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how that would work. I would be open to that, but I think she's a celebrity now.
Oh, yeah,
so she may look at me like who are me? And let me say something about what's so impressive about the Filipino people. I didn't know this until I was a video of Paul Old Dog New Tricks interviewing her.
Oh, okay. So she has done interviews.
No, last May.
When she started.
2020, I mean.
Yeah.
Was 20. She started her channel only a couple of months before me.
Wow.
and she has over 100,000. I was like, because when he interviewed her, her channel was only 12 days old.
No kidding.
And that gave me a whole different respect for her. I'm like, wow, how in the world? But it makes sense though, John. She should be way up there. If you're a Filipino and you're giving out that type of information, it should come from you, right? If you're in the Philippines, it only makes sense.
Well, she's very well
And then
spoken. She's no dummy. I mean,
some guys find her attractive, and that has a lot to do with it too. Because I'm gonna tell you, y'all thirsty. Go through her comments, man. Y'all thirsty.
I'm thirsty.
And yeah.
Well, while we're on Doomageddon, Calvin,
yeah,
I see that your girlfriend Marilyn's gone. Did you run into Jing while you were there?
Oh no, Jing is in the province.
Yeah, I saw it.
I would have loved to run. I would have loved to run into.
Oh,
Jing.
I know I would.
But see, the thing about it is, I could actually be a friend to Jing because see, I don't date women that's been with foreigners before. I won't do it.
Friend with benefits?
Okay. Yeah,
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
And Jing's attractive.
Very.
But it's just me. I'm funny like that, man. I don't want that. But yeah, she could actually be a good friend of mine, and that's why I would have loved to run into Jing,
I know.
because it would have been a legitimate hanging out, having fun. Now here's Frank Tate. Let me put this up here, Frank. He says a shout out, Lilibet Tate channel, my wife's cooking show. So I couldn't pronounce that, so I want everybody to see it. Harry, go ahead. Make sure you wash your hands when you get back, John. He says, how do girls cross from east to west? What do you mean? In Visayas region? Yeah, see, the eastern Visayas, that's considered Lady, Samar. The central Visayas is considered like Cebu. Even Dumaguete is considered central Visayas. They got regions here. See, I live in region 6, which is western Visayas. This is the same region, by the way, as Boracay, really. Iloilo City, Auckland, Antique is a place that you guys ought to go. See, we don't hardly talk about Iloilo City, man. Man, Iloilo City is really nice, man. I put it on my expat alley because the first time I ever went to Iloilo City, my sister-in-law lives there. And I was shocked, man. If you close your eyes and open them up when you downtown, you think you in America, some western city. It's been voted the most progressive city in the Philippines so many years in a row. Now it's one of the cleanest. I think it's Iloilo, Baguio, and San Carlos City. It's really a nice place. We don't talk enough about it. Yeah, that's a good age, but see, Filipinos are so much more mature. When I was 45, when I first came here, imagine I was dating a 19-year-old. I mean, an 18-year-old. I thought she was 22, and we didn't skip a beat, really. And then when I was 46 and I met my son's mother, she was 25. And that was really, So I don't know if I really want, my girlfriend now is the oldest woman I've ever been serious with. I met some women over here. My first trip to the Philippines, I spent the first 2 weeks over here. She was 41. But she's the one told me, she said, hey, why are you dating me? She said, this is what she told me. We were at the resort. She said, because most foreigners that come over here, they want younger women. See, I had no idea. I didn't know anything about the Philippines. I didn't know it was tolerated over here. I didn't know anything like that. The only thing I knew really was like the bar girls and Manila and stuff like that. I didn't know. She broke it down to me, and the next time I came back, that's what I did. She planted that seed in my head because I didn't know. First 2 women I met, I was 45 when I first came to the Philippines. Was 38 and 41. See, It's my Western thinking. See what I'm saying? That's what I'm telling you guys. You know, a lot of our Western thinking, we bring it over here, and it gets you in trouble. It don't work. And then my next one ended up after 41, ended up being, I thought was 22.
And I washed my hands.
But it was too, you know, when I found out, well, it's actually on her birthday, she was turning 19. I said, no, that's too young for me. I don't do that. Will Fouché said, Philippine grapevine ambassador and
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it, guys, you know.
They have no secrets with each other. They talk about everything.
Oh, okay, yeah. He said, James White said, my fiance of 3 years has a 4.5-year-old son, lives in the barangay, has epilepsy seizures, and still very beautiful. Now, I guess she's the one that has the seizures.
Well, I'll tell you
my
what,
brother
James,
used to have them. It's scary.
Well, James, you get over here, maybe you can get her some good, care for it.
I would, Mark. I would. Because in my opinion, you know, I've never been to Thailand. I'm going to go though because I want to see for myself what all the hoopla is about.
You're just going for the infrastructure.
Yeah, why there's 5 times as many people going to Thailand than the Philippines. You know, that way I can sit here and tell you, yeah, but I would if it's that good because Philippines is number one on my list no matter what. Anyway, I've been to Brazil. You know, but Brazil now is almost like dreaming. You know, if I see a beautiful woman, I'm still fantasizing. Over here, you don't have to fantasize.
That's a good one there. Let
but
me
she
just
can't speak English.
Well, let me say, I've met her, 10, 15 times. I say hi. She won't even look at me. She's so shy.
Yeah, she's from the mountains, and, you know, that's just how it is. But he says, have you ever thought about having your helper on and interviewing her? That's how she feels about the job that she has, and she appreciates the amount of money she gets. It won't work. First of all, she don't even understand me. But I can say this, her salary is doubled since she come to work for us. And we don't yell at her, and we don't.
Well, not only that, she gets very good food, a good place to live.
Yeah. Yeah, see, that's a big deal. But the big thing is we don't mistreat her.
Yeah.
You know, if you want, that's what's so cringy over here. You see the way some people get mistreated.
I agree.
I don't like that. If you want to, especially by the Koreans and the Chinese. Oh my God. Pupai says you're a player, keeping a low profile, damn near impossible because rumors run quicker than diarrhea, and forget about trying to blend in because a lot of them don't forget faces. Yeah. I tell you what, he's right, but I'm saying don't draw in added attention.
Yeah, I agree.
You already gonna get enough attention already. You know, and then you don't want that because, like you said, rumors get around. You don't want to be known as a chick's man over here. You're not going to get a woman.
And you don't want to be known for carrying 10,000 pesos on you all the time either.
Yeah. You don't want that because you're not going to get a good woman. They don't want a chick's man. He said, Brad Johnson, titties.
If you like small ones, which I do, you're in the right place.
Yeah, he said, LOL, her foreigner boyfriend and the girls in bikinis splashing around the beach. Yeah. And, you know, that's why when I go to Boracay, I got that gimbal that Bobby sent me. Now, y'all going to see it. John got on me because I had them 2 BBWs in front of me.
Which are probably the only 2 on the boulevard. Give us something good to look at.
I'm really behind something now that I got the gimbal.
And most of the provinces, I've lived in 5, you go to the beach there, they will wear shorts longer than the ones I got on, T-shirts, long sleeve shirts. Most of them don't wear bikinis. I've seen more bikinis on some of these YouTube channels than I have in the 3 years I've been here.
Well, if you go to
that's what you told me.
If you go to Pang Lao Bahal, Alona Beach, if you go to Boracay, you're going to see it. You remember the girl in Boracay, the Korean girl?
Yes.
She got locked up. They told her to go back to your hotel and put on something. It was an itty bitty.
I forget what beach were we at up at Calatrava. We finally saw a woman in a bikini, and she shouldn't have had it on.
Yeah, she shouldn't have had it on. Oh, okay. He says Oh, okay. He's been with her for 3 years, John. So he's got a long distance relationship. He said, I'm currently preparing for my first visit.
So you haven't met her yet. I hope everything works out great for you. I'm sure it will.
Oh, yeah. Of course, yeah. If you come here, James.
$3,400 a month. Yes, you'll look good.
Yeah, you're going to look good.
But on that, save some of that up because you never know what might happen. Don't spend
Yeah,
it all.
that 3,800, people miss that. I don't know how y'all missed that. In the Philippines, 3,800, you're considered rich. I didn't say that, John.
I'll say you're considered very rich.
It's a reference point, guys. So he says he's making 3,000 to 3,400. To let him know he's right there at the doorstep of being rich. People saying, well, I can live off that in America. Yeah, but you're not rich.
You're not going to live the same life you live
You're
here.
not
I guarantee that.
Hey, to beat your life. Thanks for the super chat.
Specialist doctors here, some of them only make $2,000 a month. So just remember that.
Yeah, you're right. He said Sunshine Shows try not to zoom in on your camera when it's on the gimbal. It makes the footage shaky. Try it out. Yeah, you're right. And another guy told me that. And like I said, I'm just now starting to work with it.
And you'll get better as you go along, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. You know this stuff.
You're
here's Sammy. Hey, Sammy, what's going on?
Sammy, good to see you. Buck, Wild Calvin. What's he wilding you about?
Laugh out loud, Cal. I forgot what I said. What are you talking about, Buck?
Wow, Calvin. I'm glad he's back.
He said, get a wig and a bikini, you'll get $100.
Well, I don't think I can put on a wig and bikini and get that.
And Frank Tate said, oh, check out her watermelon rind pie. Wow. It reminds you of home. Does she live here? No. He says, come on, Cal.
I like her too. We're not.
No. I mean, hold on. What did I say?
I didn't hear it. Maybe when I was out smoking.
Yeah, I didn't say nothing.
No.
Okay. Jason Flint said, Sunshine Shoulders, I watched Every Man's Story. He said he didn't like Filipino people because Old Dog interviewed her, and after that, she never did anything to help him or replicate. Yeah. See, I don't like that. Now, I don't know if that's what she did, but I don't like that. If you help somebody, help them back.
Yeah, I agree with
that.
Why not?
I tell you what, she caught fire, man, and she hasn't looked back. I mean, imagine, that she probably has a lot of Filipino subscribers, but I guarantee you she's got a lot of foreign men following her.
I bet at least 80 or 90% are. I might be wrong. Do we get any disciples? I want to start up a group with San Carlos Cultists.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying this, that it's scripted. And I see where it is, but, that's her style. And I'm telling you, she's very successful.
Well, you can't argue with success.
You can't argue with success, guys.
Well, you can, but you'll lose.
Sammy's on here again. Yeah. Well, here's part of it, is what you're saying. Yeah, see, it's easy to make videos. Live, you better have some type of personality.
This is 100% live. Yeah, he didn't know he's getting those plaques today.
Yeah,
I
did. Sammy P.A. says, Jason, that's the reality of Grady YouTuber. Don't like to promote to help some YouTuber. And I'm happy to have here because Kuya Calvin is a great person as always. Thank you, Sammy. Yeah, I try to help if I can, But, sometimes guys will take advantage of that. Hey, James Wright, thanks for that super
Thank you, James.
sticker.
Appreciate it.
Instead of you just coming on here and then you say, give them a shout out, they want to hang around and siphon off your viewers and all that. I don't like that.
A couple months ago, we had somebody that had a channel on. I can't remember who it was, but they were not really trolling, but kind of trolling. I said, why don't you go siphon viewers somewhere else?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And they know that I got great people on here. That's why they come on here. That's why you see all those, the people that I didn't even know before. A lot of Filipino vloggers come on here because they know, guys, that y'all gonna lap it up, and I don't blame them. But hell,
Thomas King said, "Did John fall in?" No, but I washed my hands.
But here's the thing: none of them have ever invited me on their channel.
Really?
Says Travel Vlogs, Gene, none of them. But they come on my channel, and I'm sure they pick up a few thirst dollars on my channel. I'm sure of that. Okay, it is what it is. I just explained to you that. Okay.
Oh, and these bottles do have a deposit on it, and they want them back.
Oh, yeah, they want them back.
But it's not.
I took my bottles back. I took my beer bottles back.
Oh, the ones you had over there? You're missing like 2 of them.
3 of them.
Oh, 3 of them?
Yeah, my neighbor probably got them. Because you get like, how much you get off that? You get about, about 18 cents off the beer bottle.
So you can take them and turn them in for the deposit? See,
absolutely.
I didn't think you could.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Especially if they're not yours, hell, 3 of them, that's a kilo of rice. Yeah, that's a kilo of rice. Hey, Franz Prazio Jr., thanks for the super chat. What's up, Calvin and John? Calvin, you said that people will envy me because of my age. That sounds scary to me. I'm a laid-back type of guy. I don't issues. Any tips how to get back money? No, I mean Americans. He's 42.
Oh,
I mean foreigners and expats. That's me included.
And I tell you what, you're 42 coming over here, you got a big leg up on like even
That's
Calvin
what I was telling him.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying, John.
You
That's
got
all
it made, buddy.
You got it made. That's what I was saying, Franz. I didn't mean to confuse you. I'm saying, man,
you got it made.
You way ahead of the game.
And I've done pretty well here, so I can only imagine what.
Yeah, 42. Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah, just take your time. We just showed some patience.
Take your time.
Everything that you're looking for will literally fall into your lap, and that's a pun intended. But see, we don't take our time. We fall for the first beautiful woman we see, and it's easy to say. It's easy to tell for me to say that, right?
Well, and I fell for the first 6 beautiful women I met, but
yeah,
you'll get by. And it is easy for you to say, because I know I came over here with the first one. I mean, if she wasn't crazy, I'd still be with her.
Phil Cooper says, I'm here in Thailand, and I respect him too. He said, I'll let you in on it here, Cal. I really like this place. Yeah, now he's been in both of them.
I can't wait to go up and visit him in Luzon there.
Yeah, he said Thailand is a real deal.
Well, and I'm sure he's right, but I just say living there for years versus, even a month stay might be a little different.
This is great, and I'm going to get this done today. This is one thing you will love about the Philippines.
I love it, Doug.
Okay, now you see this shirt I've got on. Let me show you. The real nitty gritty, right? You can get anything made in the Philippines in one day. Not even a day, in a few hours. You design it, they'll do it.
I came for the infrastructure.
Yeah,
I love that.
Yeah.
That is good. That is really good.
He said, so I showed her the cucumber I have. Tomatoes, peach, and what's this other one?
I think peach is at the end. I don't know what that was. That one scares me.
Strawberry, yeah.
I'm not so sure what it is.
Hey, Timothy Hall, thank you. He said, thanks for the getting videos and views. I'm going to do more of that, guys. But I'm getting this wall done. I got to be here. That's why I said I'm going to take a couple of weeks off before I start the guest house because these projects hold you hostage. I can't go anywhere. And, man, I was going to go to Bahal, and you think that Dumagetti's something.
Everything holds you hostage. They even get the air conditioning.
Yeah.
Private joke there.
Yeah, Brad Jones says, I came for the infrastructure.
I love it.
Hey, Jim Withers, he says, I'm a bit late joining in today. Hope will waive the fine for me.
Oh,
yeah. He said, it was Cal's first time with the gimbal. Give him a couple more videos to get better at it. Yeah, just my opinion. Oh, absolutely. I'm just really, Jason, you're right. I'm just really toying with it, finding out what does this do? What does that do? Because I'm going to tell you, he sent me one of the best you can buy. And I'm like, man, what am I supposed to do with this Bobby He sent me instruction manuals, videos, because there was a Filipino who had one there in Dumaguete on the.
And he had gimbal envy, didn't he?
Yeah, he was really thinking he was showing out and doing something. He saw man, because I've got that the zoom is on the side of man. You zoom out, zoom in. I mean, this thing's got everything, man. I have to go back to college to learn how to work the damn thing, Jason. To be honest with you, increases based on your rating. I don't know. I missed something there.
Thank you, Marcus.
Oh, wow. He said, I just sent my passport to get renewed. They said the estimated time 8 weeks.
Well,
wow.
that's pretty good, Philip, because we have a viewer. It took him 6 months, but I think he was applying for the first time. But still, 6 months is a long time.
Now, will they still let you do the expedited?
Yeah, that I don't know. I don't think he did expedite.
I always, whenever I renew or else I get my passport, I always expedite it. But I don't know if that counts right now. You pay really double. You pay double the price. You get it back in like 2 weeks or less. Hey, thank you, brother. Good night.
Thank you, Yusuf.
Yeah, it's getting late over there. James Small says, hey, Calvin and John, I retired in 2007. So for the last 14 years, I've been in the U.S. Man, I regret not coming there when I retired. I'm in North Carolina now, and I'm not happy. Yeah, but see, that's another reason why this channel is so important, guys. It gives you some options. It's saying, man, I didn't even know that was over there, because I surely didn't know.
I didn't either.
It was on a humble that I came over here, man, and I'm like, I need to share this with other people to let them know what's really over here, because, excuse me, guys, because some people may want to come over here, John.
Oh, I like it here.
I'm glad John is here because he can bear witness to what I'm saying. You know, people are like, oh, you're lying, man. No, I'm not.
Well, I'll be honest. I don't care if anybody comes here or not. I mean, I just give my opinion and what I see.
Well, you know, Mike, is that his name? Mike or Mick, whatever it is. You know, to be honest with you, let me tell you guys something about the YouTube community. I look at it as a community. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We shouldn't be trolling each other. We should be supporting each other. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it.
And if you don't want to support, just leave it alone.
Yeah, just leave it alone. You know, I don't know why I would, because it's like a television channel, really. If you don't like what I'm saying, then change the channel and go somewhere else. Edward Bland said, what's wrong with script? I want to be entertained for the 10. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. What are you drinking, John?
I have some Old Captain and some Coke. Coke's about gone, says the Old Captain.
Thanks, James Smalls, for the super sticker.
Appreciate it.
And he has the same thing. I saw Joseph Relaford, boy, I saw you, I was some woman's channel flashed across my feed. I think her name is Filipina Petite. Instead of Filipina P, it's Filipina Petite. I seen Joseph Relaford shooting his shot on there.
Nothing
wrong with that.
That's right. He's been with us a long time. He's a good guy. But Joseph, I can't get too bad today. I have some things to do, so.
Hey, John, don't trip over the Wi-Fi again.
That was funny. I saw that the other day. I laughed.
Brad Jones, peaches and
well, let's talk about last live stream. Last Friday, we Calvin and I both got invited to an expat and his Filipinos wife for dinner. Well, I drank a little too much last time, so I went in. I lay down for about 2 hours. Janessa gets me up, and I'm still drunk. I'm staggering around here, so we go over to the guy's house. Of course, we had about 15 or 20 beers there. I was hurting the next day. I'll be honest with you.
I didn't make it.
Calvin said he didn't make it. Something about a tune-up. I don't know what he was. Just kidding.
She got home. Believe it or not, I'm trying to think. Did I play tennis? Something happened on that Friday, and the time just jumped up on me. And she came in the door. She said, "Well, you know we're supposed to go over there." I'm like, "Well, what time?" She said 5:30. I'm saying, "Hell, it's 5:30 now," and I feel bad about that.
The guy Bill, like I say, we drank quite a bit. He don't drink like I do, but he was looking at Janessa saying, You have such a beautiful smile, Janessa. I was laughing. Sorry, we had fun.
Who Bill said?
Yeah, Billy.
Yeah, Bill's funny.
Oh, he's a
I
good
like
guy.
Bill.
They're both good.
Hey, Papa Kiko, he says, I'm late.
Well, thanks for joining us. You can always watch a replay if you missed a little bit.
Okay, okay. He says he's a farmer. Hey, the Beach of Life says some money for Big D to buy seeds to watch his tree grow.
Thank you, buddy.
Okay, Philip Cooper says, Robert Jones, you'll have a great time. I'm in Phuket. I'll save my trip to Pattaya for the future. Now, are you going to have quarantine when you get back, Phil? Because they're not on the green list.
Or can you even get back?
Yeah,
I'm sure you checked that out before.
Yeah, he can get back, but he's going to, he's with his wife.
AC King, I agree 100%.
Yeah.
I'm surprised the NTZ let that one through, but I'm glad they did.
I expedited. Robert Jones says, I expedited. My passport took only a month, but I
you did
have
already
a
have
passport
one.
previously. But it was past a lot of expiration time, so I had to do it from scratch. Okay, yeah. So it's taking a month now.
Now, Robert, the company I worked for had me traveling quite a bit to Canada and Mexico, and I was getting tired of traveling. So I let my passport run out. This was in 2016, 15. I don't remember. So I just let it run out. So the next time, hey, John, we need you to go back to Mexico. I said, man, I'd love to, but my passport is expired. They paid $600. I had it back the next day. So they really fixed my rear end.
Yeah. Here in the embassy in Manila, they give you a passport in one day.
Because you're there and walk it through
Yeah,
yourself,
I mean, they give you a passport in one day. They got it all set up there.
That's good.
In there. He said, hey, Calvin, we should talk more about your visa. What are the requirements for that type of visa? Well, ballot buying visas, a ballot buying in the Philippines is a returning Filipino from abroad, not an OFW or something.
So
somebody coming back that's been gone, like a Filipino that
overseas
you take.
worker.
No, not overseas worker.
Okay.
That's different. It's like you take your wife to America and y'all get married. Or a nurse goes over for a job and she gets her visa in America. And then she comes back home to the Philippines. That's considered a ballot buying. So they got a ballot buying visa. If you're married to the person, if you're a child of the person, parents of the person.
But does the person have to be with you upon entry?
Has to be with you upon entry, and then they'll stamp your passport. That's a ballot buying visa. It's really a tourist visa, but it has some special benefits. The first year is free, absolutely free. No visa fees. It doesn't count towards your 36 months. But see, that's the part I didn't know. I've been in here on a ballot buying visa so many times by being married to a Filipino.
And arriving with her.
But I never stayed this long. And I never knew that my 36 months didn't start until after that first year.
That's cool. I'm happy for you.
I mean, yeah. So yeah, ballot buying, you have to either be married to the Filipino, a child of the Filipino, their parents, even their brothers and sisters. But you have to, when you come over here, you have to be with them upon entry. And you have to have proof of your relationship.
And what kind of proof did you have to show?
I had to show a marriage certificate.
Okay. Because I've heard guys talk about pictures with each other. Now, while we're on that, when he's been going to Bacolod, and they never told you that. You had no idea of that.
I had no idea of that.
And he's been going and asking questions of the visa, the immigration people, because I was with him. But now, when you went to Dumageddon, I think this is important. You actually went to a consulting firm, which is kind of like I'll just say a legal fixer. And so you paid them for their advice to help you, right?
Yeah, but see, I'm
not saying it's bad.
No, it doesn't cost anything to go in there and talk to the people. It doesn't cost you a nickel. See, I went in under the premise of getting a motion for reconsideration. I had
your children.
I had an appointment. So when I got there, and she's looking through my files, make sure I have all my paperwork. She's looking in the system. She said, oh, okay, you got a ballot buying visa. You don't qualify for motion for
Of course, your heart
reconsideration.
goes.
Yeah, it came out of my butt.
It goes.
Yeah, and then she said, I said, why? She said, because you still have another year left on
I would
your
have loved to
visa.
have been there.
Oh
and seen
my
your
God.
face.
You talking about, man, I don't even dance, I party, man, but I was ready to party, John.
But here's my point. He was not told that at immigrations. He had
So
to get
many
somebody
times.
else to tell
Tell
him
him,
that.
yeah.
So that's something
Yeah.
to remember in the back of your head.
Yeah. But I'm going to be honest with you. The immigration in Dumagetti knew because she said, okay, but let me make sure, let me go next door.
But
And
I'll still ask this question I asked you earlier. If you went in just to the immigrations of Dumagetti, do you think they would have told you? I don't know.
if they would have caught it, here's what she said. She said, in all honesty, I think the people in Bacala didn't catch it because they wrote it in instead of stamping it in.
And that may be. Okay.
But she saw it. She saw it in the system. Though. See, they have access to the same system. I don't know how.
You go to a lawyer for advice, you go to a doctor for advice, they gave you advice. So, okay.
Yeah. And they're cheap too. They're cheap.
That's not bad.
Because I'm going to tell you something. I could have sit there and do Dumagetti all day and do, because we do the visa ourselves, the visa renewal ourselves. For 310 pesos, they did it. I could went back to my hotel, ate, and did everything else, and came back. See.
And I'll say one thing. Calvin told me this. So they were going to charge him 20,000.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was 20.
20,000.
Okay, they're going to charge him $400 to do this work for him. They could have taken his passport, found this out, and just came back the next day and said, "Hey, we got a loophole for you here. We helped you out." But no, they said, "No, you don't owe us nothing." That to me is good. A good place.
See, that's what I said.
That's a good place.
That was the Dumagetti Jesus. I said, this young lady was so honest. She could have easily took my 20,000 and let Manila find the glitch,
and you would have been very happy.
I'd have been happy anyhow.
That's good.
Yeah,
I mean, that's honesty.
Okay, bro.
I deal with them. Just
they're knowledgeable.
God, she's cute.
Yeah, but he says, "Hey, Cal, talking about the VA disability increase for 2022 is one of the largest increases we ever got." Yeah, but they said it's one of the largest for Social Security too.
Oh, really? I don't have either, so I don't know.
Hey, okay, Buck, he said, "Cal, tell everybody to hit the like button. They slipping today."
How many we got, Buck?
I'm gonna make Buck the next time I'm on. I'm gonna make Buck when I go on. When I go back, when they upload this to YouTube, I'm gonna make Buck a moderator.
Well, he'll probably be kicking you off.
Yeah. Really, Buck?
He'll be putting you in timeout.
Hey, what are you doing, Booby? Booby wants to get on here now. She wants her own vlog.
Yes, I agree, Jay, and thank you. I agree. I have not drank the whole week. I overdid it last week.
Hey, that's Booby, everybody.
I tell you, the older she gets, the cuter she gets. You're a cutie.
He says, Richard Rogue, he says, "Is there a room for almost 50-year-old with 2 kids in Dumagetti? Of course, with a wife."
No problem.
Absolutely.
No problem.
That would be a great place. Remember, Dumagetti's not this big urban metropolis like
Bacala it is.
But it has all that stuff.
It has maybe even more than Bacala.
Yes, Dumagetti has a small town feel to it because it's a small town. It's a small city.
But they have a lot of Western amenities.
Oh, okay. Phil said they do. He said, "Yes, we will. I have an appointment this evening to get a swab tested. Check
Good luck,
hotel
buddy.
Once the results are in."
Good luck, buddy.
Yeah. He went through hell before.
I know he did.
They treated him like a pariah.
But his wife, who he spends every minute with, was okay. Yeah.
What, Booby?
Now we don't have daylight savings time here. I kind of like it.
What? Yeah, what do you say? Yeah, they don't have a day.
I don't think he missed anything earth-shattering. Go back and rewatch it sometime.
Oh, he said the whole daylight saving crap makes me miss more of your Friday. But I tell you what, Danny, you would be a great tour guide in the Philippines because this guy made a whole year's worth of
that's the one. Okay.
Of YouTube
and he's still showing
vlogs
them.
And was only here for 3 weeks. He's still showing them.
I think he spent too much time outside myself.
Hey, Calvin, is there any good barbershops over there? Yeah, the Philippines knows they're very good barbers. But if you're a black man and you got the line like we got, see, you can see my line. They're not used to cutting a line. See, like John, John doesn't have a line.
This is a student cut.
They'll give you a good fade and everything. You gotta be careful. Now, if you go up by Angeles City, Metro Manila, Cebu, you can get a good one. But in a regular place like this, it's hit and miss. To be honest with you.
I would rather go to the mom and pop barbershops because they make a lot of money. I had 3 refuse to cut my hair.
That's Pumpkin Joe's Philippine Experience.
Hey, buddy.
I went down. I tried to have lunch with him. He was busy though. Hey, Booby.
Booby.
He said Freddie Morales. He said, Calvin, I've been working hard here in New York City. Congrats on everything with you and the house. Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate it. He said, thanks for explaining.
I'll say it again, Freddie. Pictures does not do this house justice. It's really nice.
I wish I could take some credit for it, but it was those guys that actually.
Well, they did a good job.
They did. I put it out there in the universe.
Nice.
I said, I need somebody that's going to, spend every bit of my 20 grand because that's all I got. Buck says, I want one.
Want what?
I guess a baby.
I'll tell you what, she's good.
Oh, okay. He says 270 watching, only 131 thumbs up. He said, what's wrong, people? Did Cal's voice put you to sleep?
Nudge, nudge.
Hey, Buck, what you doing? He said, get over there, Buck. Say, what's up, Buck? Tell Buck what's up. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Booby. Honey, come and get Booby. She's acting up again. Hey, the Beach of Life said, make sure Buck knows it's not a paying position and the bus fare to the live is not included. Yeah, Buck. Harold Teal says, John, you're too nice when you're not drinking.
I agree.
Well, I tell you what, John, the last time we did the live stream over his house, well, his girlfriend was angry with him. I could see it.
But guess what? She got over
it.
Yeah. Hey, better than putting bites on in the village.
Yeah, thanks, man. Booby's so smart. Hey, Will, go sleep.
They want to see you on here. You want to be on?
She can.
Calvin's helper, she just looks at me. She
said there's no, okay, boo. She wants to be on the, he said there's no green list. Vaccinated, 6-day quarantine, 8 days home quarantine. Wow.
Well, the home would be okay, but 6 days.
Well, I did the home here.
Oh, did you?
When I came from Zamboanga, I was supposed to have been in one of them government facilities or hotel, but she pulled some strings, man. He said, good to see you sober. The last time I saw you, John, I thought you was going to be drinking yourself dead.
Well, like I say, that wasn't bad. When I went over to the expat's house for dinner is when it got bad. I was hurting the next day, I'll be honest.
Like I said, I hope moderator promos will pay dividends, but yeah, the Buck get a haircut over there.
Oh, poor Buck catches so much crap, and he's a legend in my opinion.
Gio in the Philippines says his family gives him a hard time because he dates younger girls in the Philippines. That's the same thing for you guys. Why don't they say anything about the women doing the same? Yeah, see, you're right about that. I'm going to tell you something, Malcolm and Nipson. The women over here and gays over here that come over here, they get a pass. I did a video on that a long time ago.
Which it shouldn't be a problem. But,
it
shouldn't be on us either.
It shouldn't be on us either. But, yeah, when you come over here, when you tell people that you're coming to the Philippines to visit or to live, that's the first thing they're going to say. They're going to beat you down because they know so little about the place. See?
In San Francisco, the only time I flew into San Francisco from the Philippines, I had a young, smart Alec Homeland Security guard come up to me. First thing he said to me was, "Does your wife know you just came back from the Philippines?"
Oh, wow.
Oh, this gets better. I said, "No, because I'm not married." And it went downhill from there. They ended up searching all my crap, and I ended up calling the supervisor and sending as many hate mails as I could. I was profiled because I was a middle-aged white man that came home from the Philippines.
But see, I'm gonna tell you how naive I am, John. Every time I come back from the Philippines, they give me that story. But
really?
they don't. But they always say, "Well, what are you doing over there?"
Really?
Yeah, I mean, even a black man. I had a black man. The last time I checked in, that would have been 2017 when we came here for 2 months and went back. There's a black man giving me the 411. Talking, well, what are you doing over there?
Well, where was that at?
Chicago.
Chicago. Okay. Well, maybe I'm going to Chicago.
What are you doing over there? You got 10 people over there?
Well,
why you staying over there so long?
None of your business.
I'm like, yeah, I'm back in America. Here we are with this foolishness.
Well, and here's the thing: when they search my luggage, all 4 suitcases, they leave it lay out there and say, "It's all yours. Put it back."
Yeah.
I started out being very cooperative. Towards the end, I was being pretty ignorant. I'm surprised I didn't.
He said the worst thing you can do is share your plans to leave America. Oh man, living in another country, they be the first to tell you what are you doing? Why are you going? Don't you like go it alone? I couldn't give better information, man, to be honest with you. I wish I'd have did it.
Well, I mean, my thought is, are you going to pay my living expenses? Well, no, then don't tell me how to live.
Yeah, but hey, Columbus here said you got them strong genetics there, Calvin. Booby is your twin, but
she'll be fine.
That nickname is not conducive. It would better be than some of these names over here.
She'll be fine.
Believe it or not.
Yeah, she'll be fine.
Yeah, see, it's what Pumpkin Joe said.
My wife had thin hair. A lot of babies here have thin hair. Have you seen that? So her nickname growing up was "Girl with No Hair."
Yeah.
Opa, something like that.
What? Dong, and all that.
You name it.
Yeah. What's the other one?
Say Booby will be fine.
Yeah, Sass. That's not a real name. Sass. Like that's familiar. Like weed, I guess. I'm just saying.
Now, my wife has an aunt. Her name is Nympho. And I said, Nympha? Actually, it's Nympha. She goes, yeah, that's some kind of Greek god. I said, yeah, we know what a Nympho is.
Yeah, he said he just came back from the Philippines. They didn't ask him anything. Because, hell, they probably seen you so many times. They say, yeah, we know him. We know Carl. We know what he's doing over there.
Going into LAX, I never had it. It was just that one time in San Francisco, and I did not enjoy it.
He said, why relationships? What's the purpose? Answer the question. I don't know what he's talking about. Why relationships, Pete? What's the purpose?
Well, maybe he's talking to somebody else.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Side conversation.
But
which is fine.
But see, I was thinking about something went through my mind today. Guys, listen to this right now. There's more to the Philippines than relationships and marriage. But see, I'm doing a video, and I'm gonna do it either tonight or in the morning. It's about the expat status quo. We all come over here and do the same thing, man. Try to think outside the box. Do something different. It's more than just the ladies, but
that's what I came for.
I know, but that's because everybody before you came for that. But it's not what you have to do. It's not the only game plan, guys. And knowing what I know now, I'm just going to try to. It's too late for me. It's too late for you, John. Maybe we can save somebody else.
Yeah, I agree, but I wouldn't have done any different. I enjoyed myself.
Yeah, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it's a better way. Let me tell you something. Here's what happened to me. What's today? Yesterday, I was in the store buying I have the electronic community pantry every Wednesday, but yesterday I did it Thursday because I was in Dumageddon Wednesday. So I'm at the Save More in the plaza, not the one in City Mall.
The one downtown.
Yeah, and I'm there, and I'm walking around I got 2 cards in there. Man, a beautiful young lady. She couldn't have been no about 22.
She worked there?
Approached me.
Okay, what'd she say?
No, she was just saying, hello, sir. Just was following me, of course, waiting for me.
Well, I'll say on that note, I was at that same Save More, and it's probably the same gal. When I was checking out there, she started on me. She said hi. I said hi. And then she goes, do you like me? That's good. Yeah, so
What
it
does
might
she
be the
look
same
like?
gal. Well, what she look like? She had a mask on. She looked like a Filipino. She was
No,
about
no.
that tall. She was probably about 22.
This one didn't have a mask.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't know why, but anyway, I couldn't pursue it,
Yeah.
obviously, because I'm
Well, and you have no reason
the
to.
only reason that they feel comfortable enough to do that, John, because they see us there all the time. Imagine if I was patient enough, instead of just coming over here and just jumping in the sack, to just
I agree.
get noticed and get, known around town. Imagine what would literally fall in your lap over here, guys. It will happen.
Now,
But we're in too much of a hurry.
on that note, this is probably the same gal because usually when one approaches me, I say that's a red flag. But this one here, if I was single, I probably would have checked it out a little bit.
Yeah,
anyway.
still, thanks for the super chaser. What's the purpose of a relationship? I say the same thing. But that's the only thing a lot of us, we come over here with our mindsets like, I got to get married, I got to shack up. And it's not that.
You don't have
That's
to.
just the old, tired game plan, man, that gets a lot of us in trouble. Man, the Philippines is much more than that, man. And I tell you what, if you are a young man or somebody that's just now coming over here, I want to save you, man. Don't do it.
I'll say that 42-year-old's coming over. Oh my goodness. I hope you survive it.
He says, yeah. He said, right. Yeah, they got you. They know who you are, Carl. Tell them you was there for the infrastructure.
Oh, that same thing, Mark Richards. That's what happened to me in San Francisco.
Yeah, see, he said, ladies, but see, guys, this is the mistake, though, Jay Andy Johns, that I'm telling you that we're making.
Tell me, though, if you had it to do over, would you really do it different? I wouldn't.
No, I didn't. I'm going to be honest with you, John. I didn't come over here for a woman. I had to meet a woman. No, I didn't come over here for
Okay, I did.
Because I didn't know
I was thirsty.
What was over here. I didn't know what was over. I got on a plane and came over. I was really trying to get as far away from the United States as I possibly could. Was I going to?
Well, 8,000 miles is pretty good.
Yeah, was I going to? Imagine the first two women I met, 38 and 41. You don't come to the Philippines for that. Not as me. I was a 45-year-old man. No. I didn't know anything about it.
Well, you can, but
it evolved into all of that. I'm just saying, guys, that the one reason why the Filipina always wins with us is because of her patience. This society teaches them patience. We have no patience.
We're short term. Some of us are shorter term than others.
I wish that I could say that was the first time that ever happened to me, but in the bus station in Dumaguete on the way back here, this young girl, I found out she was 23 because we all had to sign the ledger, did the same thing, man. She came up to me and said, do you know how to speak? She said, sir, do you know how to speak our language? And I'm like, what in the world is this? Yeah.
But I'll be honest, just take it from me. That should be a red flag to you. Now, if you just want to play around, okay. But
remember, that's Dumaguete too. Yeah.
But Dumaguete's different than the rest.
But that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Why not play around?
Yeah.
Who says you got to shack up and get married? That's the whole point I'm trying to make.
I agree.
We come over here, man, because a lot of us guys, we're sexually frustrated. But a lot of you guys, you come over here, I'm a world beater. Now you're a dick beater is what you are. You're not some world beater, but that's the impression you give us online. And, really we're sexually frustrated. See, the Filipina knows. She's going to pussy whip you into submission. She already knows already. That's her only chance, really, of getting what she wants.
These women treat you so good, you won't know where your clothes come from because they're laid out for. I mean, you have to.
See, that's the second thing I put on here. If they don't pussy whip you into submission, they're going to, what's the word that I say? What is it?
They want to make you totally dependent on them. And if you
they're going to pamper you to death.
Yes, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah, if they don't do that, they're going to pamper you to death.
I'm going to go outside and smoke, so I won't have to wash my hands when I come back.
But yeah, just, man, if you could be just patient. And I don't mean,
death, I like that.
Yeah, I don't mean months, guys. I'm just saying that's a big mistake about meeting these women online. But I get it. You come in 8,000 miles, You don't want to be waiting, but it really doesn't take a whole lot of time, man. You know, I wish I could have been more patient, but I'm happy now. Pumpkin Joe says, how does Dumaguete traffic compare to San Carlos after your last trip? Oh, man. I said that on my video. When I first went to Dumaguete, it was a sleepy town. You could walk across the street blindfolded. Now, it's like a small suburb. Because I found out something. You know, Dumaguete has a population of 134,000, but during the daylight hours, it averages 400,000 people in that little small 13 square mile area, man. I tell you what, it's crazy, Funky Joe. And that's why I said on there, I love visiting Dumaguete, but I couldn't live there. Same with Bacala, same with any of them big cities. But believe it or not, okay. He said, still, thanks for the super chat. He said, what's the point of relationships? He says, to help each other become better human beings. Yeah, well, they're going to get you over here. They're going to win. Yeah, they are, man. They are a significant factor, guys. That's not what I'm saying. But we get in too much of a hurry, and we end up really with the wrong one. We end up settling for the wrong one when you do that. That's the reason why we have to stumble all over ourselves and end up with 3 and 4, 5. John said 7 relationships, me 3. And, you know, I don't like breaking up, man. You know, it's hard to do. That's what Neil Sedaka, breaking up is hard to do. It is. But believe it or not, though, he said, but if some strange girls pick me up, oh well. I met a guy in Cebu. He was a diver, a black man. Because I was shocked. We were in the gym working out, and I asked him, I said, yeah, where'd you meet your girl? He's like, I don't have a girlfriend. I came over here. He's trying to improve his diving classification. And over here in the Philippines.
He truly came for the infrastructure.
He truly came for that. But here's the thing. When I woke up the next morning, he's leaving out of his condominium with a Filipino. But here's the thing. It was early in the morning. He's leaving out with her. He's got on his gym clothes. She got on her work clothes. So he's escorting her out like, hey,
After the night.
Yeah, you're not shacking up or anything.
No, I was just outside smoking. I got a question to ask you, Calvin. I came here 8:45, 10 till 9. How often do they work on your wall? Because there's nobody out there now.
Yeah, they're on lunch break now. I tried to tell y'all that the other day.
Goodness.
But see, here's the good thing about that, though. It's Pacquiao. That's what they call it. Pacquiao over here when you agree on one price, not to pay him every day. So, you know. But he don't realize I've got a do not call list. He'll never get another peso from me again. You know, and I've got some more work that needs to be done. Yeah. He won't even, them two won't even be on a work crew of my house.
You know, that surprised me because the Panays will get long-term plans, but it seems like these business guys, they just want real short-term.
And so Mark Peter said, I met some expats, Aussie and European, when I was last there. They both told me if I lived there, never marry, never buy a house, just lease a house or cottage within your means, and just have a girlfriend. You know, I'm going to tell you something about.
That'd work.
I'm going to tell you something about, I can honestly say about, it's like you guys are reading my mind, really, about Aussies and Europeans. They seem like a lot more mature than us.
There's a lot of Australians here.
There's a lot of Australians, and they hang around in groups and stuff like that. They seem like they get along a lot better. I don't know if because, you know, Australians and Europeans, they travel a whole lot more than we do.
Yes,
see,
they do.
We're the Americans of all the westernized, modernized nations. We're last as far as having passports, as far as traveling overseas. And I mean
multiple languages.
I mean as far as not going to the Bahamas, Jamaica, Mexico. I'm talking about overseas, Germany. I mean, you know, Europe, Africa, Asia. Americans, we don't travel, man. You know, so yeah, they got something there. I built this house for my daughter, man. You know, I've got 2 other sons here. I'm going to add on to it. Having a house over here, the timing was right, number one. You know, and I believe in that. You know, you have to strike when the iron is hot. Some things lined up for me, and I did it. It's not going to, you know, kill me or nothing. I'm not going to build a McMansion over here.
I would not.
You know, I
a
wouldn't
place
build a
like yours,
McMansion.
I love it. This
But
is
here,
perfect for
this
me.
this is perfect. It came right out of my mind, you know.
Well, like you say, okay, $20,000. If you have to, you can walk away and you'll survive.
That's what I'm saying.
Now, if you go get in a place, you know, for $100,000 US, well, you know, it's a little different.
It's a little different. Okay, when me and her, when we had our first apartment together, it was nice too. That's the Australian guy. He owns that. I won't say his name because his wife got mad at me last time.
Know.
But anyway, right across from us was a good friend of mine. The only Filipino man that I really became friends with. He died, by the way.
So
last
did you
year.
kill him with kindness?
No. Well, his brother-in-law was an American man, retired Air Force, married to his Filipino. They lived here for 10 years. They were getting ready to, they live in Jacksonville, Florida now. They moved back last year. Well, hell, they've got a $5 million house that they still trying to get rid of.
There's a lot of expats that come over here and build these mansions, and I wouldn't. That's me.
Yeah, he said, it happens to me in the malls when I'm visiting. The question is, are you alone?
Yes, that's the first question. Where's your wife? Where's your girlfriend? That's the first question you'll get after the hello. I agree.
Yeah, or else they'll say something like, where are you staying? It'll be something real innocent.
But like I say, the one I've heard more than anything else is, where's your wife? Where's your girlfriend? I've heard that a lot.
Yeah, it'll be something real innocent, guys. It's not going to be, they're not going to ask you how old you are you single? They may ask you something like, is your wife a Filipino?
Yep, something
like that. Are you married to a Filipino? Something like that.
J. Andy Johns, the worst one both of us, I think, saw was up at my Wanties. When I grabbed him by the ear and drug him out. I'm not exaggerating that much.
Oh, it was really
That
bad.
was bad.
That was bad.
We both felt bad for the poor guy.
He said from Madagascar to the Pacific Islands, where do you learn the language? From them, really.
Yeah.
And being around them, everything I know, my girlfriend now taught me. All the shocking phrases that people, I go to somebody and say, give me a Coke, boog now.
I didn't know that.
Or to shock them, because they don't know that I know that name. That means, is it cold? I want it cold. Or in it means hot.
In it?
Too big. Water. You know.
Well, when it
she
first
taught
said
me all
too
that.
big to me, I said, how'd you know?
Yeah.
Then I found out that meant water.
But everything I learned from her. But trying to pick up that language at 58, it's almost impossible. It's like me. They can't really understand me when I'm talking like this. If I slow down, they can.
You have to slow down.
You hear them talking real fast, you can't catch what they're saying. You may...
And that's something for Americans, when you get here, speak slowly.
And look at the people.
And look at them. They'll understand a lot.
Yeah, look at them. He said, greetings from down under, guys. Yeah,
Thank you,
Mark
Mark
Peters. Yeah, it's really true, though. Especially when you go to places like Dumaguete, you see a lot of Europeans and Australians there.
Even here in
Believe it or
St.
not.
Carlos, my neighbor, Calvin's old neighbor,
They
he's
just
Australian.
seem much more mature travelers. We seem like rookies, really. The mistakes we make as Americans that I see, and I'm not putting us down, we just don't get out enough.
Well, let me say something,
Like
Mark
them.
Peters. If you're going to drink, you guys know I drink. Try drinking with Australians. They'll put you under the table. There's Robert.
Yeah, he said, should I be surprised when her last name is Colin and she turns out to be a real ass?
There's Robert.
That's like a priest named Heretic or a doctor named Crime. True story. He said, Buck, where's your Ford Bronco?
Is that what he got, a Ford Bronco?
Yeah, John said he came over for the action.
Yeah, I did.
What's that? Look at that. What is that?
Oh, get that. You better get it off there. You get in trouble there.
Yeah, I get in trouble.
Dildo is the name.
Yeah.
Get rid of
Yeah, I gotta get out of here.
Dildo. Thank you, Jacob. You're a
Yeah,
good man.
thank
We
you, brother.
appreciate
We appreciate you.
We
Yeah.
do. Dildo.
Okay. Dana Middleton said, Calvin, I'm having trouble getting to your live feeds because of our stupid daylight.
You're the
saving
second one that said that.
Yeah. This Filipina Raquel de los Santos.
I tell you what, your picture is very attractive.
Yeah. If that's her picture, guys. Remember the other one the other day? Changed the profile picture how many times?
Yeah, what was up with that?
Yeah. What's up with that?
What's up with that?
Yeah, he said, I'm an Aussie, Mark Peters said.
Like I say, I think I can drink until I get with Aussies. I'm an amateur.
But see, what I'm trying to, I think y'all missed my point. What I'm trying to convey to you when you get over here, there's much more single women over here than you even can imagine.
I agree.
But if you're already making your choice online, then you're taking yourself out of the game before you even get over here.
And I agree with that.
You know, it's like, what in the world? Hey, thank you, Filipina. I appreciate it. I mean, it's just so many, available women here.
If I remember Raquel there, didn't she hook up with like a guy from Denmark or some European?
Had two kids. Yeah. And he left.
He ended up dumping her or something. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, Frank Tate said when he first came to visit a co-worker, that is a Filipino that retired and moved back to the Philippines. Then I fell in love with the country.
Right now. Okay.
Now I've been here for 3 years.
So, yeah. Frank, are you on the tourist visa too? Because you and I'm looking at the same.
No, he's married to a Filipino,
okay,
so he's probably on a 13A, probably, or at least a valid ban. So he's got that extra year, if not. Steele says, she says she loves me. Her family wants to meet me.
I'm sure they do.
But let's be honest, guys. And this is with all honesty, I'm telling you. Filipinos won't ask you for money. They won't ask you for money. If they do,
they won't ask you, but they'll pressure your girlfriend or wife to hell back.
No, I mean the Filipina. When you first meet her, she's not. If she does ask you for money, that's a red flag.
I got you.
Now there's no telling what the family is saying, but I've never experienced that before.
I have. I've had 7 families I've dealt with. I've been through the ringer.
You think you've ever been scammed, John?
No, because you can only scam yourself. If you send somebody something, that's you.
No, I mean over here.
Over here.
Do you think you spent more? Because you walked away down there. You left all that stuff down there, didn't you?
Where?
In Southern Lady, did you?
I didn't buy that much. I had a place I rented there. Well, bye. Do I think I've been scammed? No. To me, scammed is you think you're doing one thing, but it's for another reason. And I know what I was doing. I've never been scammed as far as that goes. You only scam yourself. Okay, somebody gives you a sad story. You send them money. You're not being scammed. You did it.
Yeah, but I'm saying, I mean, okay, did you spend a little bit more than you wanted to and the relationship didn't work out?
At the time, I didn't think I was spending more because everything's so cheap here. But in hindsight, yes. But it was hindsight.
Yeah, it's always hindsight. John says, is the going rate always $200 per month? You mean for the girl? Because one guy asked me, he said, hey, Cal, but he's never met her before. He said, I just want to support my girlfriend, so I'm going to send her $100 a month.
That's enough.
If you're going to do that, that's noble right there, guys. But we won't stop at that. Because I told him, I said, if you feel that, he feels obligated for some reason. And I said, okay, yeah, but if you send him more than that, you're going to corrupt her. No,
I agree with that. But back to this $100 a month. If $100 a month does not, bankrupt you and you can still save up money and you'll be okay, $100 a month to me is not that much, and everything is a gamble. I would rather send that $100 a month to somebody I met online than put it in a slot machine. That's me.
It's the same gamble.
That's right.
Same gamble.
That's right. Did you guys block me? I didn't.
No. Well, that's why I put it up there.
Oh, okay.
To show him that we didn't. Oh wow, Balut John. He's from North Dakota.
I hear it gets cold there.
Yeah.
That'll freeze your balloon.
Yeah. Of course, he said foreigners usually spend more than the local.
Yeah, a lot more. because they haven't.
Hey, thank you, Mark. Take care.
Bye-bye,
Have a
Mark.
beer on me, says. I say, well, he says, you passed up my earlier questions.
Oh,
He
sorry
doesn't
about
realize we got 1,000 questions over here.
We cannot
can't
get them all.
guys. I'm
Now,
sorry.
when Calvin does live streams and I'm at home, I try to get questions because I know he can't get them all. But
Yeah, you
we
can't
didn't
get
see
them
it.
all. I'm sorry. And you know, we gotta. If there's 286 people on here. There's probably 200 questions over here. Why should we answer your questions over and over, back to back? I'm trying
When we
to.
see it, we will. But
Yeah, we see it,
can't
yeah.
see them all.
Yeah, we can't.
We'd be on here for 10 hours.
Yeah, he wouldn't give her that.
That's right. He's right.
But you got to be careful because, you know, you're starting a precedent, guys, when you're giving this money. See, you don't understand. Now, when you get over here, it's going to be even worse. You know, she's going to come to expect that.
And I agree with that. Watch what you do in the beginning. Yes.
Yeah, watch what you do in the beginning.
I sent no money to any Filipino. I was warned ahead of time by a Filipino. I didn't send a peso over. But now that I've been here, if I to do it again, always hindsight. I know how bad they have it. I'd probably send a little bit, maybe $50 a month, and then because it's a gamble. Okay, I lost $50 a month.
But
that's how I look at it.
Here's the reason why we make this mistake, and I'll say it to you again. We chat them too long, guys. You're only going to meet the girl when you get over here. You're only going to she's not going to tell you anything online. You're not going to get any closer to knowing her than when you get over until you get over here. I mean, so why start? There's an unspoken agreement. So why even start sending money? You're putting her in reserve, guys. You're putting her on layaway. You're trying to buy her. That's the only reason, man. You don't do that.
And
I mean, you're going to regret it, man.
And both of us, him from day one of his videos and me from the first time he allowed me to be on his video, said, don't send these girls money. So if you send it to them and you don't get nothing for it, don't whine to us. But we tell you, don't do it.
Okay, I would say $2,000 una vida.
That'd be fine. No,
you're not going to spend that, but that'd be.
I spend $1,750 a month, living here. So yeah,
I would say 2,000.
That'd be great.
2,500.
And kind of watch it because you can burn through it.
He says Americans don't travel so much because USA is so diverse. Well, not really. We don't have the passports, Dana, either. You can't travel without a passport. The United States isn't that diverse. We're just not. We're told a different way. They discourage you from spending your money outside the country. I mean, we can justify it if we want to, but
the U.S. is big though. I see what you're saying there. I mean, you can go from desert to
but
snow.
what I'm saying is, John, it's still the United States. You're not going anywhere. You're not learning anything. Even if I go to Florida, I'm from Kentucky. I go to Florida, then I go to California. It's still the United States.
And
it ain't gonna be too much different.
And the United
I might get a taco.
Homogenized so much.
Yeah, I might get a taco out in L.A. that I can't get in Louisville, Kentucky. But yeah, it's still the United States.
You can get some awful good barbecue in Louisville.
Yeah, I'm just saying, you become more narrow-minded the longer you stay in that same place. We're only 4% of the population, John. You're not going to learn nothing just staying around 4% of the population. What about the other 96%? But we control 100% of the narrative. So, if you can't make it in America, you're a loser. If you can't get a woman in America, you're a loser.
Yeah,
that's a very small, tiny percent of the people. Everybody, remember, that's about 400 million people in America.
I've had women in America. I did feel like a loser with them.
Yeah, I'm just saying,
Yeah.
But in our minds, man, we drink the Kool-Aid over there. We're the standard for the world. When as a matter of fact, we're not anymore. When you're on the outside looking in, guys, you're going to see when you leave that United States or wherever you're from for an extended period of time and you start looking in, it's going to look a whole lot different than when you left. Okay. Yeah, he said more or less. Well, that's what I'm saying. But there's 7 billion people in the world, almost 8 billion, more or less. You know. Now I agree with him here, because you're going to spoil them anyway, guys. Listen to Dana Middleton. See, you send them up in the money, you're going to spoil them. This is a fact. This is a fact. Not only are you going to spoil them, when I say corrupt, it doesn't mean you're going to turn. It doesn't mean you're going to turn them bad. It means that you have to have an edge over here.
She doesn't have the same principles as when you met her.
Well, not the principles. That's not what I'm saying. It's hard to earn a living over here, John. You got to have an edge over here to you to make it. You start sending her money, you dull that edge. Now she don't want to go work at the M&B across the street for 200 pesos a day.
Yeah, can't blame her because you're giving her 500 pesos
but
a day.
you messed it up.
I agree.
What happens when you back up? She's ruined. I learned that from my son's mother. She had no choice but to try to seek a foreigner to get over there. And that's what she did, because I spoiled her like that. She was used to working 10, 12, 14 hours a day for about $140 a month. I come over here, we're staying in hotels at $140 a day. I corrupted her. I upended nature, man. You can't do that, guys. And that's why I tell you, I'm not saying don't be to be mean. I'm saying to protect the young lady. What if it don't work out? Now all of a sudden,
she has to find another foreigner.
Yeah. You're gonna corrupt her. She's gonna start doing things.
One girl asked him for what? 40,000 pesos?
What? Okay, yeah. He said, Calvin, one girl asked me for 40,000 pesos. I told her I work at Burger King. Yeah, 40,000 pesos. Wow. Well, one of my subscribers, he said
that's $800.
He wrote me a messenger. He said, Calvin, he said, the Filipino needs a new phone she said he needs a new phone so we can chat all the time. He said, do you think this was when the iPhone 11, so this was last year, right? The iPhone 11. Do you think that would be doing too much? I was like, why in the world would you spend 50,000 pesos
when you can get a very good Oppa? For
6,000, something like that. Yeah. And that's what I told him. Yeah. I said, why in the world would you do that? I said, that costs more than the house she lives in, more than likely.
There are people that have vehicles. His engineer, for one, that's more than his house.
No, but I'm saying if you send a woman over 50,000, John, it costs more than her house.
I agree.
Some of the houses that you see down there in Valhermosa, they don't cost $1,000 to build that.
No.
Maybe
100.
Yeah, maybe 100, 200,
maybe
$500. People who, see, this is what I'm saying, Brian. This is what we do. I'm not trying to be mean.
After a woman gets with a foreigner, if he dies or dumps her, she has to get another foreigner.
Yeah,
that's just fact of life.
You're just going. You can't do that, guys. It takes. You have to have an edge over here, and we dull that knife over here when we do that kind of crazy stuff. But we don't. We think we're being some cavalier with knight in shining armor. Armor come in and swoop up. No, you're destroying her because eventually, more than likely, it's not going to work out, and then she's going to be stuck.
Well, and
looking for that money every month.
And I've had 6 exes before mine, and they have all come back and please, John, come back.
Thanks, Univita, for the super chat.
Thank you, buddy.
To say something good about the U.S. Shiner.
That's
to say something good about the U.S. Well, I was born and raised in America. I love America.
Well, I tell you, after living in Mexico and here, we do have a lot of advantages in the U.S.
Yeah, we got a lot of advantages, but it's not the only place, guys. Don't be so narrow-minded. See all this nationalistic, all this nationalism. It's ruining the world, in my opinion. We're all human beings, man. You got to realize America is the way it is. When people go to America, John, they're trying to live. They're trying to survive. Yeah. They're starving. We're 4% of the population. We control anywhere from 25 to 40% of the world's natural resources. We're literally starving people out. I'm so glad that the wheel of life stopped off in Louisville, Kentucky, and dropped me off. Dropped you off in what? Bumfuck, West Virginia, wherever the hell you're from.
But
We're lucky
his
for that.
follow-up's good though. Both of us would not be enjoying the life we enjoy now without it.
Okay.
We
We wouldn't be. But it's a lot. They didn't give it to me free, buddy. I'm
I
sorry.
work.
I work for this.
I work.
Univita. Why
But
you
the
saying
opportunity
that? I
was
served
there.
my country. I served my country. And you got to understand, I didn't have a choice of where I was born. See, this is the stuff.
I'm glad I was born where I was born.
I'm glad.
Even for the bad things, because it all turned out okay.
But see, instead of having an intelligent conversation, you get guys like this who want to push back on you. We're just having a conversation, man. That's all we're saying. Okay.
Now the guy with the 40,000, he's saying she wants to get her overseas worker thing. I have no idea what that stuff costs.
Yeah,
I would say you just hold on until I get there. We'll talk about it. What I would do.
Yeah, and
now I thought OFW is the one that used to live beside me. That was medical technician working in Saudi. They paid for everything. The company did. They flew her there.
You know what? Well, they don't. It's not free. They advanced that.
Well,
money to them.
and that maybe she told me they took care of all that.
Yeah, well, that's what they. That's her way of telling you that.
They charge me later.
They charge you later.
But
you don't get a check for 4 or 5 months.
So
my girlfriend was
then
an
he doesn't have to put out the 40,000 now.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, nothing's free in life, so you're probably right on that.
Yeah. Yeah, see, this is what I'm saying, guys. Once you leave outside the United States, where this nationalism, where America's the greatest country type of stuff is being beat into your head, you see that we're all human beings, man. We can live together, we can get along, but he says nationalism and religion are the biggest obstacles to world peace. I believe it. The world's 197 million square miles, Univita. I'm supposed to live my whole life. Where you show me where it says I'm supposed to live my whole lifetime?
You never could. We just didn't know it.
Yeah.
You can.
Yeah, you can.
I'll wash my hands when I come back.
I hope.
Now, in West Virginia, they taught us not to pee on our hands.
Yeah, I'm just looking, this makes good sense right here what Cliff's saying real quick. I'm just looking for more options. There's other ways to live than America. I'm not putting America down. I've never put America down. Well, I don't know. Not when you're saying you're better than somebody else. That's not, what I'm saying. But yeah, that woman doesn't need the 40,000 because, first of all, the contract she signs, they're going to pay for all of that up front. Then she'll have to pay them back. Now, what she may be trying to do with that 40,000 is to buy out her contract so she can get her passport back and all that, because they take their passports and all that when they get over there. See? Now, I'm not saying the United States is evil, man. I'm not even going to talk about that no more. I'm not going to address that, man. You're putting words in my mouth. We're saying it's not evil. He says, if you're an asset, why should you be given anything not equated to your qualities? Now, in reference to what, China? Yeah, see, this is what happened to me when I went into the United States Navy, by the way. I was just, I'd never been anywhere. I was 18 years old, fresh out of high school, didn't know a whole lot. The United States Navy gave me my travel bug, actually. It opened my mind, and it was never able to be shut again. when I went back to Louisville, Kentucky, I was like, man, I can't live here. That's because I know I've seen what's out there. And that's all I'm saying. Just what you're saying. Once you travel, you see different. That's all it is. Yeah, we're people of the world, not one country. That's where I am. Retired 2019 said, Calvin, men with options and confident don't waste time on dating sites. Yeah, we won't, we have a whole lot in common with the Filipino. I'm going to tell you what. She wants a guarantee too. Just like she wants a guarantee though on them dating sites like we do. So she asks a lot of questions and we want a guarantee. That's why we get on there. I'm not going to go all the way over there and not meet somebody.
And a lot of foreigners play games on those sites just as, maybe not as bad as what the Filipinos do, but they'll play games too.
Yeah, if they
don't get baited into that.
I'm not going to get back in.
We're talking about the Philippines.
Yeah, we're talking about the Philippines. Yeah, but see, I didn't have nothing to do with being born in America, Paul Smith. Y'all getting the wrong thing. Neither did you if you live in America. It's nothing for you to all of a sudden beat people over the head with America and beat people over the head with your good standard of living and, I'm so happy to be born in America stuff when you had nothing to do with where you were born. It was just, a coincidence, really. Well, you think that bearded white man in the sky picked you out and said, I'm going to put you in America and make your life so much better than the rest of the world? No, I don't buy that stuff. We always want to talk about the good stuff. Hell, we're the only country that dropped the damn atomic bombs on people. It's just so much, guys. Come on. I love America. My family's there. I was raised there. I put my life on the line. But it doesn't mean I have to live there. Yeah, you're right. I was lucky. I was lucky. Thank you, Heather. We are lucky to have been born. It makes me no better than anybody else. I was just lucky. That's all it is. The spin of the wheel. That's all it was.
Thank you, John Gomez.
Thank you, John Gomez. He said, I'm going to send you a picture from 1989 when I was in the Philippines now.
What was
now?
But, okay, 89. Have you been here since? All the expats have been here for like 20 years. Say it's a totally different place, at least in San Carlos, than when they first came.
Yeah. G. Rich says, I visited so many countries and I had to defend myself because of the stigmatism that America portrays when they visit the other countries, and you realize how bad people see all America.
Not everybody.
You've been to where, John?
I have traveled extensively in Canada, Mexico, the Caribbean, and of course the Philippines.
Yeah. So basically, the Philippines. So basically, the Philippines the only time you've been overseas.
Yes.
Yeah. You've never been to Europe?
No.
Africa?
No.
Asia, anywhere else? Just Southeast Asia?
Just Philippines.
Oh, okay.
But I will say one thing: the places I've been, 90% of the people are really good. I'll try to help you.
But that goes with everywhere,
Yeah,
but see, what people get me is if you practice your freedom of speech, which is not hate speech, they knock you down for it. Well, what are you doing? You're putting America down. No, I'm just practicing my free. I'm sorry, I'm not a yes man. I'm not in line. I got out of line a long time ago. I jumped off the hamster wheel, guys. I'm not woke or nothing like that. It's just that I don't think like everybody else. I learned how to think for myself. I'm sorry. Y'all want to buy into that stuff? Okay, see what it gets you. We're all going to die, right? I don't care where you're born.
I'm not.
You're going to die. Yeah, you're going to die, John. And you're going to be dead a long time. What's up, Tori, Mackie?
Down in Tampa?
Yeah, I love Tampa. I drove through there. We stopped on our way to Fort Myers.
So Tampa, I'm trying to think where Tampa is. I know where Orlando is. That's pretty close to the
No, that's the
Musketeers.
Yeah. That's like Central Florida. Tampa's like South Florida.
It's a South one.
Oh, it's beautiful down there too. Yeah, up the lights, guys. I know it helps me and John.
Thank you, Frank.
We got about 10 minutes. He said, speaking of lucky, we should all be grateful that we hit the lottery when we were born.
And we did. We hit
a
the
1 in a
lottery.
billion chance. Enjoy your life.
Yes.
And that's what I'm
Probably
doing.
more than 1 in a billion.
You know, but I'm not going to beat anybody else over it because I hit the lottery. You know, that's all I'm saying. And did you really hit the lottery? Right now, you can say you did. That's right. That's right. Thinking for oneself is the most important thing. Real freedom means freedom to criticize too. Yeah. But if these nationalistic people who, if you say just one thing about America, they jump on your back. So what I'm supposed to do? Not see the obvious over there?
Some hacker, if you come to the Philippines, don't criticize the government here.
Let's see. It says, stay the hell away from the girls that won't make a move unless you marry her first. Yeah, exactly.
I agree with that, Robert.
Oh, my God. Yeah, but that's what you'll get. That's what happened to Cliff.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
And I kind of had that to some
degree. But it's worked out so far for him. But remember, when you were in the Philippines for 4 or 5 years, you're still on your honeymoon.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Remember, the average marriage is 8 years. And that's a fact, man. These people, these actuarials, they know what they're talking about. You get past that and you're doing something. Roger Aker says, I pay income tax from my UK pensions wherever I am in the world. You're allowed certain income before you start paying. How does it work paying taxes from your USA income? I pay the same as if I was living there. See, I'm just here on a tourist visa. I'm not any kind of, I pay the same as I always did.
I do too.
Yeah.
Except for my income's a lot less now, so I pay less.
That's all it is. But yeah, I vote. I'm still a U.S. citizen. My address is just here. That's all. Hey, thanks, Bill Smith. He said, Calvin John, what minimal monthly income puts you as a good provider in the Philippines and makes you desirable to the Philippines? Not rich, but not poor. I would say, like I said, I would say 1,000.
I agree.
But if you make anything over 1,000, man, you're working at 2,000.
The average,
way up like
average Filipino wage here is what, $240 a month or something like that. Doctors starting out only make 1,000 a month. Specialists make 2,000 a month. So take it from there.
Yeah. Bill Smith, 100,000 pesos a month. Scott is right. That's $2,000, right? Yeah, that's $2,000. That's a lot of money, Bill. Over here, you really starting to look like a rock star then. But like I said, $2,000 a month, you can make it in America. Like they said, I can make it with that $3,800. But you're not considered rich. You're not considered anywhere near rich.
And you have to watch it a little bit. Here, I mean, I don't watch it all.
Yeah, and you end up spending 17 and you don't even have a stop clock. Over there, man, I found myself in America taking my calculator to the damn grocery store, man. I don't do that over here, man. I don't do that over here.
I don't either.
And that's the big difference, guys.
It's because your rent's so much cheaper.
Oh, man. You're living, like you said before, it's not so much the cost of living, but my living expenses.
Yes.
Not my smoking and drinking and partying. He said, Dana Miller said, Calvin, I've been to 17 different countries and never had one problem. That I always thank the people for allowing me to be a guest in their country and the doors of hospitality open wide. Absolutely. But see, we get this, I'm better than attitude, and you see it over here. It's sickening, man. And we're the only ones who do it. You see the other countries, they're so much more mature when it comes to traveling because we as Americans, we don't travel. We buy into this Kool-Aid that keeps being pumped into our head because we don't go anywhere else.
I will say, though, I have seen it from some of the other expats here.
I'm just saying not as much as you see when they're looking down, I'm saying. thinking we're better. They're more mature travelers, John. We don't travel in America. We go from, a long distance relationship to us is I live in Louisville, Kentucky, and she lives in Memphis, Tennessee. Or some crazy stuff like that.
Yeah, that's not very far. 6 hours?
Yeah, it's not that far.
5 hours?
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks, John.
Can't wait to, it's not like that picture Buck sent us where you're a baby naked on a bearskin rug, is it?
Mr. K, it's a lot less. It's actually like, let's see, it's 45,600. That's what it is.
Well, I agree. I spent more than $3,800 when I lived in the U.S.
Yeah, and then you, like I said, okay.
I had a good life there, but I was making twice that much.
That's going to be almost going to eat up my living expense in America. I'm talking about my rent.
Bucks?
No, that's 38. My rent, my water bill, my electric, because you need a cable.
Well,
you got to have a car.
You
You got to have a car. So that's gasoline. It's going to tear it. It's going to tear up that 3,800. It's going to get ripped up pretty quick.
Can you live there on that? Yeah.
Yeah,
a lot better
but
than
will
here.
you be rich? No, you will be rich here. I didn't say it. The Philippine Statistics Association, they broke it down.
True.
You come over here with 3,800, man, you're a baller. I don't give a damn.
I agree.
He said the Matrix runs on Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
He says, what do you think? What do you guys think about Filipinos living in the States trying to set you up with some of their family or friends? That's a good, I'd say sometimes it's a good thing because, and the reason I say, because introduction is usually the best way. But on the other hand, you got to watch that because maybe they're trying to get on the gravy train too.
There could be, but I think you'd probably be a little safer than meeting somebody online.
I would say you'd be a little safer. But you're still not going to know until you get over here what you got.
It's all gamble.
But yeah, because you got to realize something. If I go over, when I brought my wife over there, right? She can't bring her sister or brother over for 27 years or something that. Yeah. Now she could petition her mother. That's different. But her sisters and brothers, it's like 20-something years before you can petition one of them over there. So, yeah, maybe they're trying to get on the gravy train, Tory. I would be real careful of that.
But even if you meet a girl at church in the U.S., it's still a gamble. It's all a gamble.
Yeah, it's all a gamble, But
thank you, Gary T. He finally made it. Usually he misses it.
I'd rather be over here gambling.
Oh, me too.
You're trying to shoot dice from 8,000 miles away, John. It ain't going to be good. It's going to be craps every time. I promise you that.
Sunshine match.
At least let me catch the dice. At least let me get close enough where I can catch the dice. Hell, 8,000 miles, man, that's a hell of a gamble, guys. And I'm telling you, I can't chat more than 2 weeks. First of all, she looks too good. See? Yeah, I did. It's we're last in westernized and modernized countries. We're way down the list, man. We're like 45%, 43% rather.
And that may change because it used to be all you had to have was your driver's license to go to the Caribbean, Mexico, or Canada. Now they've changed.
But see, look it up, guys, if you think I'm playing. Here's that's a frightening statistic. But what's more even frightening is less than 5% of Americans have flown overseas. Very few, man. And I'm not talking about Jamaica, the Bahamas, and all that. I'm talking about traveling overseas. Very few of us have done it, man. We're going by what we read on Facebook, in the newspaper, on Fox. That's why you get into arguments with these people. They've never been anywhere.
Robert, I don't agree with you there. Dental care is non-existent here. If you get a girl that everything's perfect and she got a good heart, go ahead and put $800 or $1,000 in her mouth. Trust me, it'll pay off for you.
What is he saying?
He's saying being desperate.
He said, are you being desperate?
Oh,
he's asking the question.
I would say go ahead and do it because that girl's going to be better because she thinks she's ugly. Even after you get her teeth fixed, they're going to think they're still ugly.
What are you talking about lunchtime? Oh yeah. He said he owes the government nothing. They owe him. That's the way I don't feel nobody owes me anything, but I think everything I have, I work for. They didn't give me anything. I'm not over here even on some type of pension or disability. I'm over here for my blood, sweat, and tears as 18 years as an insurance agent. I'm living over here on my renewals, man. You know, and if I had to go back, I would be working for myself. No, I'm sorry. He's out of here. I'm sorry. He's a troublemaker. That's all he is.
I didn't see what he said, but I believe
he says, who cares about why Americans don't travel? Anything I say, he wants to push back.
If you don't want to watch, go elsewhere.
Yeah. Change the channel. Well, wait. Okay, let's start with this. He said, people are delusional about America. We make up 6% of the world's population. The world income is about $9,000 a month. If you have 30,000 coming in a year, you are God in most countries. Yeah, but you know, this goes back again to we were lucky that the wheel stopped off in America, John.
I agree.
I had nothing to do with where I was born. You? Did you talk to the bearded man up there and say, "Hey, let me off in bumfuck West Virginia"?
No, but I gotta say, I'm glad my ancestors made their choices that they did.
Yeah, well, we won't even talk about that because I'm not. That's a fact. He says, Calvin, what do you like most about the Philippines? That I'm welcome here. This America is the best from these guys who have never been to the Philippines. It's giving me a headache. Absolutely. It's giving me a headache. Even if I was in Colombia saying, oh, I really like it in Colombia, they'll spin it and say, I don't like America. Well, there's no word that says that I have to live in America my whole life. And if I was somebody looking at this live stream right now, I would tell you to get out and see as much of this earth as you possibly can. It's going to make you appreciate America more.
I agree with that.
If you've never been anywhere, you really don't know. You know, I'm not complaining about it. But yeah, I like the fact that I'm welcome, the cost of living, there's a lot of favorable conditions over here for somebody like me. And when I say welcome, that includes the women and all that people come over here for. See, I don't have a problem with that.
I'm treated very well.
You know, the weather. I mean, just the once in a lifetime destinations over here. So many in this little place that I can see all of them on a $2,000 a month income. I can live like a king over here.
Very well.
Yeah, that's what I like. I'm sorry, but my $2,000 wasn't going nowhere over there. But I'm supposed to stay over there because, I'm Mr. America over there. And if I leave, I'm being unpatriotic. Well, I'm unpatriotic then. That's right. Travel will make you more complete. Oh, yeah, Beach of Life. He said, you would be ashamed of your Kool-Aid induced views of the world once you actually step foot on that Beach of Life out there. Man, I learned this a long time ago, Beach of Life. That's why I like your profile name. I made a video a long time ago about get off your diet. And I was talking about me. Most of my videos are about me. I grew up in Louisville, Kentucky. Right now, Metro Louisville is 334 square miles. 334 square miles. The earth is approximately 197 million square miles, man. I'm living on this grain of sand. No wonder I'm so frustrated. See, there's a whole beach of life out here. No wonder, I'm tired of trading women, trading jobs, cars, and all of this.
Trading women's hell, isn't it?
Yeah, over there.
Oh, I agree.
Imagine, look at these beautiful women over there, Halle Berry, Janet Jackson. Look how many husbands and boyfriends they had. Who wants that, man? I'm tired of that. Sick of that stuff, man. I want something different.
I like that, John.
John Roman. Right. I'm just trying to help guys. He said, but the Cowboys are kicking.
I saw that.
Yeah, the New Orleans Saints. But yeah. Well, since that guy, since what's the quarterback? Jameis Winston got hurt, they haven't been the same guy. He said, me and hubby are headed there in April, mission to retire and enjoy life. Absolutely. But, the fact that I'm welcome here, man, nobody follows me around. The police don't shoot me in the back, bust in my house. I mean, it's just a change, man, from what I'm used to. He said, I had my hair in a video. Yeah, that was right before my trip to Dumageddon, by the way.
Oh, that's where you got scalped?
Oh, he got me scalped, man. But see, guys don't understand, man. I've been to places where I wasn't welcome. I really didn't feel, I'm going to tell you something. I didn't really feel welcome in, I hope I'm saying this right. Marseille, France. Because we went on the beach. I'm in the Navy, though, at that time. And, it was like a topless beach or something. We were young. And I just didn't feel welcome there, man. And I didn't go to Paris. But I feel welcome here. Hey, Sharon Happiness said, good morning to you, lovely China.
Now he's from Germany. That's a guy I met down in Lapu Lapu. Good to see you, buddy.
He said, greetings from the cold winter. Enjoy your Christmas time.
Thank you, buddy.
He says, I hope so soon as possible to travel without quarantine.
He's got a
We were there, right? It was supposed to be open now.
Yeah.
Until Omicron. Who is that, John? Sounds like a Marvel character. Oh yeah, it's 20-10. He says winning but not dominant. Oh, I thought he said kicking butt. Yeah, I thought he was talking about 40 to nothing.
Now back to sharing happiness. He only ate street food when he was here, and I don't know how he did it, but he survived.
Well, a lot of it, if you let them cook it well enough. Now the lady that did, you ate the food that
the caterer, that was delicious.
Okay, but guess what? She sells street food too. See?
But you're still taking a gamble.
Yeah, it's all a gamble.
The worst case of food poisoning I had here was in that place, I think, where you texted me from. I bought a mango that was sliced up there. Oh my God, did I get sick?
Where was that?
Where you were coming back from Dumageddon.
Oh yeah. I don't
think
know.
It was there. It was in there somewhere. Oh my God, did I get sick? And I think it was fruit. I figured I'd be safe, but probably she didn't wash her hands well enough, or she washed it off with some bad water. Oh, I guess.
Yeah. See, this is what I believe. It's made me a better human being. He said travel makes us better human beings. Google Mark Twain's views about travel. See, Mark Twain was the one who questioned the United States and their colonization of the Philippines. He's the one that called it the white man's burden. He's like, what in the world are we doing way over there trying to save the natives, he said. Mark Twain did. He's like, we should be over closer to home, worrying about our own interests. Oh, okay, lunchtime. He said there was a response to somebody who said the government gave you a career. Yeah, probably that Univita. They sneak in here, guys, because I think all of my moderators are gone to bed. John's over here half drunk, so he didn't see it.
Actually, I'm in pretty good shape.
Yeah.
You got any more of that Imperador left that you bought?
When?
For the blessing.
I think one of her friends
I
took that home.
that.
Man. It ain't going to. Yeah, Mark Ratner said, Scout, sorry about the Louisville Kentucky game. I watched the previews of that, but I knew Kentucky was going to beat Louisville. Look, guys, the SEC, man, those teams are a lot better. You see, that's why I got away. I don't even follow sports the way I used to, but Kentucky just looks so much stronger. Those SEC teams are just bigger. They're just stronger. I'm sorry, man, He said, but I made money on that one. Took Kentucky, and they even gave me 3.5 points. Yeah, Kentucky beat Louisville like.
Hello, how are you?
But yeah, guys, we got a few more minutes. I want to thank y'all all for your super chats, your super stickers, your thumbs up, all your support.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
I mean, it's really amazing to me. I never take it for granted.
Well, Marilyn's cooking something that really smells good. I'm getting hungry.
Is that you cooking? What are you cooking?
Smells
chicken soup?
delicious.
Yeah, it's delicious. I'm telling you. Hey,
Doug
Liam
Carr's
Blair
back.
says the Sunshine shows if you know more and more couple expats are moving to the Philippines also now. Not just seeing. Absolutely. That's a trend, and you see it on YouTube. It's a good trend, really.
I haven't seen it where we live, but it's just where we live.
Yeah, he said he didn't feel it. He said the Filipino comedian Joe Coy didn't feel welcome in France either. Maybe you're really Filipino too. I didn't go to Paris because James Baldwin said he moved to Paris so he could breathe. Now, of course, he grew up in a different America than me, the writer. So I never went to Paris. I don't have anything against French people, but in Marseille, France, no. I'm sorry.
I've heard that about France.
I didn't feel welcome.
I only know one French guy here in San Carlos. He's a good guy.
Gary T said, "You guys are the best."
Thank you, Gary. We appreciate you.
We appreciate it, man. He said Twain was not a fan of Spanish American War.
A lot of the U.S. citizens.
Oh, okay. Take up the white man's burden. Yeah, but he mentioned that about that. Where the white man feels it's his noble responsibility to civilize the world.
Well, maybe they don't want to be civilized.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And
that's what he's saying. It's the white man's burden. He thinks that that's his, God's calling for him, I guess. But, one thing I can say about the Philippines is they waited out the Spanish for 350 years, Americans for 50
And the
they
Japanese
said,
for 3.
Yeah, they said, we want our country back. And you got to see something in there. You see a lot of strength in that, guys. When you get over here, you got to respect that. Okay, 27-10 Cowboys. These Cowboys fans are them boys.
That's dominating there. 17 points.
Yeah, this is I did this video. I was talking about how we feel the need to help people over here. We feel sorry for people. And what this is talking about is be careful about giving over here, guys. Because, there's two types of beggars. There's the drug addict, and then there's the horribly crippled. And I usually give to the horribly crippled. They're horribly disfigured.
You see it here. I've seen it.
Yeah, you see it. I mean, but there's drug addicts too. And you don't have to feel obligated to do it. When I say give back when you come over here, I say patronize the street vendors, the local businesses. That's giving back to me too.
Our friend Genevieve, she only rides the pedicabs. And I asked her, why you always that? She goes, because they need the money the most.
They need the money the most. See, that's what I'm saying. The pedicab is 10 pesos. I usually, because they only ride me, they won't stop me, but I give them 40 because they can get 4 people on there. I don't want to take anything off their table. So that's giving back too, guys. But yeah, thank y'all so much.
Thank you very much, guys.
We really, really appreciate it. Take care, stay safe, stay COVID free. We'll see you next week, guys. Look for my next video. You're going to like it.